Rise and shine, rise and shine. Look, I am so glad that you guys are here with me on, is this the first Tuesday of 2026? I think it might be. No, it's the second Tuesday of 2026. Your girl is tripping. Anyway, let me find my glasses. We're going to go downstairs and grab my coffee and then come back up and start this program. Let's talk reality with QQ. What you doing here, girl? Grand rising, grand rising. Let me put my visuals up. Sorry I'm running a little late this morning. Husband caught me up. Nothing like morning wood. Nothing like morning wood. Anyway, that might have been TMI, but hey, it's part of my reality. And me and Dr. Heavily get it every day. Now, I'm not quadding it. It's not 15 times a week. But we are happy over here. Okay? I'm going to see if anybody on the Tic Tac wants to join us in a panel. I have created for us Van Carthens from the Emerald Landria or Golden Landria. So I started the night out that night calling her Golden Landria because of Golden Globes. And then I decided I was like, but this green is everything. So I went from Golden Landria to Emerald Landria. And sometimes I put a D, sometimes I don't. But you get the drift. The emerald was happening at the Golden Globes. And then the reason it's red is because it was practically Christmas in that piece. All the red she had on that green carpet. No, all the green she had on that red carpet. My bad. Let's see, what are we calling this? Van Carthens. Van Carthens. Check in. Oh, damn, you know what I did before? No, you guys will get to see. But I did not send it to the other phone. I think I'll just put it like that. So yeah, did you guys like the dress she wore? It's another Christian Siriano. This is the third dress. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to have to go back to the Harper's Bazaar thing and see if if the black dress that she wore for Harper's Bazaar Vietnam was also a Christian Siriano, because he likes working with tulle. So I don't know. That could have been him, because the white dress with the flower hat, where she looked like she was one of the things from Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, that was a Christian Siriano also. So this is the third time that she has rocked a Christian Siriano that I know of. The berry number that she wore to the last Glamour Awards, when Nick went with her and he was in the brown. And then the white number for Harper's Bazaar magazine. And now this custom. This is a one of one that you're looking at on LRGA Curves right now. Let me make sure this is back. I'm here. Hey, Lonnie. Happy 26. So you guys are going to, like I said, come with me to get this coffee. I'm going to make it downstairs, some Cafe Bustelo. And we're going to talk about all things Van Carthen. We're talking about all things Van Carthen. So Nick was DJing the first week of 26. And that was perfect. And then, where are my slippers? And while he was DJing in Canada, she was in LA, in Beverly Hills, getting ready for the Golden Globes. Now, I'm not sure where she stays in the Beverly Hills, but It looked like the same bathroom that she's gotten ready in for other events. Like the day she wore her that leopard print pants with the leather shirt and the pants tied up the side. Remember? Yeah, those were that was the same bathroom. I be peeping everything. I'm like the bathroom, anything we can get so that we can know. Oh, look who's over here. Jess. Grand Rising. Let's see. And then we wondered if she went to an after party. And she did. She definitely went to an after party. Let's see. Did I put the picture over here? She went to an after party at the UT's United Talent after party. Darn, I didn't send it over here. The United Talent after party is the picture in the middle for you guys on YouTube. And I don't know who made that dress, but it was, here's a picture of it. So that's what the whole dress looked like at the after party. Yeah, UTA, United Talent Agency. Grand Rising, Charlie. Grand Rising, Sylvia. Grand Rising, Skeen, Eloise. Yes, thanks for coming through, you guys. So we're talking about all things Emerald Landria or Golden Landria or just Olandria. We're talking about a Landria, damn it. That's what's happening. It was freezing out here last night. I'll get my coffee together for you guys. And then Nick, like I said, he was in Canada, you guys. He went to Kingston, Canada. Canada is what I call it. It's phonetics. He went to Kingston, Canada. And he had taken his flip-flops because he thought he was going to Kingston, Jamaica. But then Charlie was like, no, he didn't think he was going no place but where he went because you don't need that kind of hat in Jamaica. He be trolling us all the time. So anyway, but Nick is such a freaking rock star. His girl gets dressed everywhere she goes. And poor Nick is, he's back to freaking swim trunks. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. So, and now, right now, I just saw that 7 hours ago, Olandria is on her way to Parlez-vous français? Oui, je parle français. Mais oui. Mais oui, oui, oui. She's going to the France. And you know who's going with her? The Rice-Mans. So I'm like, when is Paris Fashion Week? I don't know. It's snowing out there right now, but she's on her way to Paris. And I'm wondering what's in Paris besides Olandria and the Rice-Mans that's worth them going all the way out there. Because it's snowing in Paris right now. Have you seen that TikTok of the lady at the Eiffel Tower trying to ice skate at the Eiffel Tower, but the water wasn't hard enough and she fell in? It was hilarious. So, but we know that Ola's going to bring the right kind of clothes. Ola's going to definitely bring the right kind of clothes. But he got all the way out to down Canada and had to go buy some Timberlands with Quan. And then they both had to practice walking in the Timbs. It was hilarious. Because your feet are heavy with Timbs. Oh, right on. Thanks, Shanice. Right on. Hey, Black Girl Makes. Grand Rising. Hey, Bougie. Hey, Jules. Yeah, oui. Mais oui. Mais oui. So I'm like trying to figure out, I'm so nosy. I be trying to pregame what she does, postgame what she does. I'm one of those people that can't just let the movie be the movie. Her husband. I be all trying to figure out the movie. And I'm usually right. But I just need to live. I just need to let the movie live. They already had it directed, produced, marketed. I don't need to do nothing but enjoy the movie. You know what I'm saying? But So what do you guys think she's doing in Paris? Anybody? I'm thinking she may go to the Bridgerton premiere in Paris. It's on the 14th. Ooh, well, that red number that she wore in the Harper's Bazaar magazine, Nick's favorite picture, that is very Bridgerton. Very Bridgerton. She's classic regal beauty. So I could see that happening. Really? They picked Bridgerton release premiere is in Ziperi. Ziperi Perry? Yes. Maybe. What do you guys think in YouTube? Do you guys think she's going to uh let me see, let me show you guys. Well, she's definitely going to France. See how that said that? Oh, and then she posted also. So 7 hours ago, she posted that she was going to France. 6 hours ago, she posted on her Snapchat this statement. Just want to give a heartfelt thank you to my beautiful supporters. Crying eyes, heart emoji. Yesterday has quite literally changed the trajectory of my career because of y'all's overwhelming support behind me. I've been so emotional all day because I never imagined having so many beautiful people rallying behind me so hard the way that y'all do. I truly don't know where I would be without you guys. Every time I win, y'all win too. I love y'all so much. I swear I do. Isn't that sweet? While she was watching movies on the plane to France, and the subtitles are in French. What's it say? What's this even say? Oh oui, sir, demande l'équipage. That's what it looks like it says. L'equipage. Yeah, we love her. We love her, Nedge. And we're here for her, and she's here for us. It's a beautiful, symbiotic, reciprocatory relationship. Like, she reciprocates our fandom with her energy. You know what I mean? I like it. I like it. I'm not averse to being a fan of this at all. And then, like I said, she's on the plane to France 7 hours ago. And how I know she's with the Riceman's is because this is Reginald Riceman's Instagram. And it says CDG Paris. And it's the same little TV thing. Okay? So I know that Reginald accompanies Ola to things like the Rams game. He's been her plus one over there. Now I didn't see Matthew with them when they went out, but I have seen Reginald with them when they've been to like these games and stuff over in the Ciroc suite or whatever suite that was, you know. So I think that's cool. I don't think it's a pleasure trip, but it's definitely a trip that will really help the her career. And I feel like her thanking us for the support is because there was some backlash around her being invited to the reindeer games at the Golden Globes, you guys. Believe it or not, people fix their mouth and let the words fall out of their lips to say, what was Olandria doing there? Why did she get to go? And I'm just like, to those people, I say STFU. Because what it's a dumb rhetorical question. It's not like she crashed the place. It's not like she crashed the place and was what am I doing? It's not like she crashed the place and wasn't invited at all. No, it wasn't that case at all. There. They're saying they're static. This isn't static. This isn't static. We're here. Okay, TikTok's tripping already. Must be some trolls in here. Yeah, why didn't we all get to go, Charlie? If we can all just run up in the Beverly Hills hotel in a dress, then why weren't we all there? Those stupids. They're just anything to try to take this woman's shine. And I'm not with it. Why don't we tap the screen over here in um, TikTok? Why don't we just get to 10K real quick? That could be great. Ola can't do anything without being questioned. Exactly. She pees and wipes front to back. They're like, why does she do that? And everybody knows it's the most hygienic way, but if she does it, they're like, why does she do that? Because you always wipe front to back, dummy. Unless you want a UTI. But no, Ola does it, and they're like, why? Why did you get on the red carpet? Why are you here? But everybody was talking to her because of the Olandria effect is why she was there, you guys. You know the numbers for the Golden Globes? I believe it's because the numbers for the Golden Globes were down in key demographics for the last couple of times. I mean, I personally haven't gave a fuck about a red carpet in over a decade. In over a decade. Anybody's red carpet. The Grammys, the Grammys, the Oscars, the Tonys, the Emmys. I don't give a fuck. That's idol worshiping practically to me. I don't care. I don't care. I'm still here. And and plus, like, some of their stuff, like a lot of it's formula films and music. I don't necessarily agree to mass programming about how bitches need to have some fool's money when he didn't do shit to get the money. It's not my program. You know, murder, death, kill isn't my program. White supremacy isn't my program. And a lot of those award shows often snub melanated excellence for mediocrity. And so I just wasn't participating, you know? And, but this year, where was my ass the other night? In front of TV on a Sunday night, watching the red carpet, gawking for the looks of the day, of the night. I was all in the other day. Just like I was all in with that damn marathon. I had never watched a marathon before. Nick runs a fucking marathon. I sat and watched the damn marathon for 5 hours, y'all. That's the power of the nicolandria effect, the Olandria effect. The effect of being Olandria is so powerful that she has aunties watching shows they had long given up. Okay? And then dummies have the freaking audacity to ask, why is she there? Oh, you know why she's there? I can answer it. Not only was she invited, but it's because so aunties like me would watch and other people in key demographics to get eyes on a very antiquated show. Remember that whole thing about Oscar So White when Jada Pinkett, of all people, was freaking boycotting the Oscars because they were so white? The viewership of these shows has not been what it used to be because people don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. You have to be a magnificent human for us to give a fuck these days. You really do. You have to be on some other type of high vibrational, incredible queen shit, king shit for a lot of people to give a fuck the way they used to give a fuck about these award shows. The Grammys, those numbers were so down this year. The Oscars, I'm telling you, check the numbers. But I bet this right here, the Golden Globes, I bet that viewership was up in every demographic. I was in the chats because they were they had a lot of pre-show for the red carpet on YouTube. Every freaking chat I went into was being spammed with the word Olandria. Every chat I went into. I need to do a Google search and see what word was trending that night. I'm pretty sure it had to have been Olandria. And so the Golden Globes was smart to use Olandria. And it's a symbiotic relationship. She's not getting used and just used. She's getting used and getting benefit, right? So she's on a red carpet. People are quick to point out that not many people from her walk of life end up at the Golden Globes. That's full of actors and actresses being awarded for, acting and acting. And so, in that regard, why was Alandria there? Has she done any acting yet? Kinda. She's had a commercial or whatever. So I can kind of get that. But the bottom line is, she's only where she's wanted. She's not in spaces where she's tolerated. She's in spaces where they begged her to come. They begged Olandria to please come there. Please come here, Olandria. And as soon as she got out the freaking, I bet they never had so many people outside waiting to see the stars on the way in. Did you see that? Did anybody catch a glimpse of when Olandria got out of the Sprinter van? The number of people that were out there screaming and waiting? I'm positive, because it was very much reminiscent of the New York Fashion Week when the entire everywhere they went outside of Off-White was crazy. Alexander Wang was crazy. Anywhere Olandria was going to be was crazy outside. The fans were clamoring, screaming her name, trying on tippy toes to get just a glimpse from their peripheral of the magnificent goddess Olandria with her King Nick. Like, it was, I didn't even know people lined up like that for Fashion Week. And I feel like it was a one-off because the week after, some other people went that were also on the show to New York Fashion Week. Nobody was outside. Nobody was outside looking for them. They didn't have the freaking sidewalk blocked off for hundreds and hundreds of people clamoring and yelling the name of the other people. That did not happen, and we talked about it here on LRGA Curves. We did. We noticed, and we know they noticed. And it's not a competition when you're winning. But I'm just saying. Did anybody else notice how many people were screaming? So when we go back upstairs, I have a video for us. Because when she finally got to the red carpet, she gets out of the Sprinter van. And then you have to go in, you have to find your way into the place where the red carpet is. And along the way, it's many reporters and the Glam Bot Man and other stars and starlets. And she had mentioned she was like starstruck, you know? And then by the time you get to the red carpet, it was quiet. I had been watching it. It was quiet. And then Olandria, I knew it was Olandria because of the clamoring. I heard it was like it was Christmas all over again. And I heard on my roof with such a clamor, I thought the reindeers had got there or something. All of a sudden, the photographers were like, oh, no, 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 no. It was just like an uproar. And I knew, my spirit knew, oh, Olandria just entered the room. And I have it on film. I taped it, I recorded it, I captured the moments before Olandria got there. It was like we were in a library museum and security had just told everybody to shut the fuck up. It was so quiet. All you literally heard were the flashes of the camera and like mumbling. Olandria gets to the scene and it's audible. Olandria, oh, turn right, left, over your shoulder. Oh. And then you know who was behind him was Nick Jonas and his wife Priyanka. And you know, they're bona fide stars. Singers and actors is what you got right there. And they came up after Olandria and they weren't getting none of that energy. All that energy was for Olandria. Okay? And side note, yeah, I thought it was weird the way they were acting too. Nick Jonas and Priyanka were acting very strange to me. I'm not sure what kind of shit they were on or whatever, allegedly. But I'm right here, dummy. I'm not sure what kind of stuff they're on. I said I was right here. I'm not sure what kind of stuff they're on. But claim all. I'm not sure what kind of stuff they're on. But they definitely were acting weird. Like, why are you fixing this man's tie? Don't you have a stylist to do that? Didn't the stylist just fix that man's tie? It doesn't look sweet and endearing to keep plucking with a whole grown man, wiping dust off his collar, fixing his tie. And then she was leaning on his shoulder to show, so it wouldn't be obvious how much taller she is than old boy. Nick Jonas is he's a wee little leprechaun. Nick Jonas, as it turns out, is a wee little leprechaun. And Priyanka had heels on with her dress. So she was almost, it was, I don't know if he's 5'10", I don't know. But she was definitely taller than him. So she kept doing like these kind of like awkward leans on him, or like awkwardly just do her body kind of to collapse so she wasn't like towering over towering over Nick. And so, yeah, it was weird. But they didn't even get it. And they haven't been on a carpet in forever. I used to love Nick Jonas. He had that song, Chains. Chains, rain, boom. Chains. I like that song, Nick. That was one of my favorite Nick Jonas songs. But the Jonas Brothers, I don't need all of them together to like the song. I can do them individually. Okay, I'm getting this Cafe Bustelo. What you guys know about the Cafe Bustelos? This Cafe Bustelo life. What you guys know about what you know about rolling down in the Cafe Bustelo so you can stay up on the caffeine? I be trying to make a song out of everything. But Cafe Bustelo, the industrial size. That's what's up in the morning. Okay? Get some Cafe Bustelo in your life. I used to think Pete's coffee was the shiz. I could drink a cup of Pete's and be up for a party till noon. Okay? But this Cafe Bustelo life, Cafe Bustelo, Cafe Bustelo. And I'm sure I've been paying a tariff on this shit because when I started buying it 2 years ago, it was $13 for this big. How many gallons is this? 2 pounds of coffee. It was $15, $13 for 2 pounds of coffee. And now, because of you know who, you know where, my shit went up to $27. $27 for 2 pounds of coffee. I was like, somebody needs to impeach that motherfucker. Too sweet. The tariff just made my coffee double price. Ooh. Luckily, they had it on super sale at Walmart, and it went back down to $15 around Christmas. So I was able to get me another one. But then I went to the store, the regular store the other day, and I looked for my Cafe Bustelo, and I was like, do they know this price is only $17? I need to hurry up and grab this before they decide to put the price back up. So it was only, now it's only $5 more than it was 2 years ago instead of $10 more. They motherfucking crazy. They're crazy. Use Bustelo in your chocolate. Ooh, girl. So, okay, whoa, wait. 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 How exactly do you use Cafe Bustelo in your cake? So I make a cup of Cafe Bustelo and I use that for the liquid in my chocolate cake. That sounds so divine. Is that what you're saying to do? Or do I just put the grinds in there? Because, hey, it might be the grinds. And if I need to just put a quarter cup of these Cafe Bustelo grinds in the next time I make a chocolate cake from scratch, because that's the way I make all my cakes, is scratching, then I will. But, yeah, you use Bustelo in your cake. Yes, pinch that, man. Espresso enhances chocolate flavor. Black girl. Ooh, leave it to a black girl. We so magical. I'm going to try it. Oh, add the grounds. Girl, what you say? You ain't said nothing but a word. Ooh, I'm going to try it this weekend. Well, my birthday is on Saturday. And the only chocolate I eat is my husband. But I prefer a white cake, raspberry, buttercream with raspberry filling, buttercream frosting. You know, a classic princess cake. And I did just make a pineapple upside down cake this weekend. My son loves the chocolate, so I'm going to definitely add that espresso to the thing. For sure, for sure. You know that's right, right? That's the only chocolate I need. Okay. We're not doing all that Hershey's. Especially because it has bioengineered. How do you bioengineer fucking chocolate? Leave it to them to ruin everything. Everything. How do you fucking bioengineer chocolate? God gave us chocolate. Cacao! Did you know that's native to Africa? Cacao! Cacao's native to Africa. Yes, I'm a Capricorn. 17th is my birthday. Me and Michelle Obama sharing that day. Martin Luther King, he's the 16th. I'm the 17th. Elvis Presley was the 17th or 16th. There's a lot of us. Yeah, we like to talk, like to hear ourselves talk. You know, I'm right here. We're going back upstairs now, people. I got my Cafe Bustelo here. I'm up, husband. Oh, it's dark right here on these stairs. Lord have mercy. Oh, it's dark. Has it been staying the heck up? I was like, I thought spring forward, fall back was so we could have more daylight hours. It's been staying dark till 7 motherfucking 30. I'm like, God? What's going on, God? Okay, let's go in the Zen Den, you guys. That's what I call my office. That's what I call the office here. They have she sheds, Zen dens. Oh, hi YouTube. Hi YouTube. Can you see me? Let's put this. Let's see. Capricorns. Yeah. Lando, you're a Capricorn. Yours the 13th, Tracy. Today, like today. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Remix. Somebody in here is your birthday. Somebody in here is your birthday. Somebody in here is your birthday. Shake pants, it's your birthday. Birthday. Party like it's your birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yeah. Woo! All right. On the 12th? That's today. Oh, yesterday. Congratulations. Yep, we're the reason why the world has most of the things it enjoys. Yeah, we're awesome. Key, you're one too? And I found out Thoughta's one also. Yeah, there's a lot of us in here. December 22nd, Peaches. Happy belated. Cheeky baby, thank you. Yes, me and Aaliyah are on the 16th. Yes. Capricorn fam. That's what's up. Now, I don't have my things in here. I have to go grab them. Hey, Sadie. Grand Rising. She looks so glamorous. Didn't she? She did. Let's see. That's strange. Oh, you're a Taurus. Oh, Tauruses and Capricorns. Okay. That's a very good relationship. Even for just friends. I love a good Taurus. And to the point where, so my kids are, both my kids are Aries. And I was like, is there a way to leave them in until they're Tauruses? Can we just like put a clamp on it till they're a Taurus? And they were like, no, ma'am. That's not conducive for the baby. I was like, yeah, but we'll get along better. Because, yeah, Capricorn and Aries. Well, luckily, I have 2 Aries sons. So, I bet if they were Aries girls, it'd be even worse. But, yeah. It'd be battle of the hardheads in here. You love a Taurus bestie. Yeah, I have a Taurus bestie. So, I told you guys how my real name is Leah. And so, when that song was out, Bia 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 Bia, dun 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 dun, Bia 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 Bia. We changed the world, and then we go bum 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 bum, Leah Leah, Tia Tia, because her name was Tia, and my name was Leah, and she was a Taurus, and I was a Capricorn. We were just silly like that, yeah. We're silly. We're silly. Hey, what's good, Priscilla? Bonjour. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? Très bien, I hope. Mon ami. Here, I'm queuing up this video. So I had made a video, and I think it has a copyright thing in there, so this whole live is about to be not monetized in some not monetized and blocked in some regions. I'm declining this co-hosting right now. Oh, invite Shade to join as a guest. Can I invite Shade to join as a guest? Not from her regular account. I'd have to invite her other account. But she's at work right now teaching the children anyway, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you started a Cappy reunion. Yup. Your brother's a Capricorn. Whole house is earth signs. Earth signs go good together, yes. Okay, so my husband is a Scorpio. So he's water and I'm earth. So sometimes when we're out of sync, we make mud. It can get quite muddy in here. But because I'm a Capricorn, I can stand his Scorpio. Because, you know, Scorpios, they be trying to sting a bitch. They be very feisty in life. They will pull out that stinger and you will be stung, okay? And injected with poisonous venom, okay? But the reason a Capricorn and a Scorpio go good is because as a Capricorn, what the fuck, really? Can you guys still hear me on YouTube? Sorry. Uh-oh. Damn it. I've just put it on Do Not Disturb. I'm going to have to block her from Do Not Disturb from this thing because she knows she's in Do Not Disturb, that she can still get through. I tell her I'm going live. So why are you calling? Why are you calling me, woman? Watch the live. Lord have mercy. Oh, just a second. I'll call her back from husband's phone. You guys, Shade is my first page, so it's easy. How are you, Shade? Are you at work? For now, I'm writing in French until Ola goes back to the U.S. I heard that. Well, French on, girl. French on. It's okay. I'll be trying. I'll try to see what you're saying. You're free today? Well, come on up. Are you allowed to go live on the account you're looking from? Because I know they be after your heels, girl. They act like you did something personally to them. And you didn't. So, Shade, meet Shade. So, Sadie in YouTube, Sade. There's a Shade in TikTok, Shadee. DAE, Shade. Yeah, Shade. Shade meet Shade. Shade Sadie. Sadie. It's insane how they won't let y'all live. Yeah, they are just on our freaking ass. For no apparent reason, except for we fine. Zoom is not responding. Great, because I wasn't in Zoom. Very interesting. We're going here. Did you guys notice that a lot of your apps and things like that, or even if you go into a magazine or to read an article, they want you to agree to their terms and conditions? And you know how much shit I'm not looking at right now because of terms and conditions? I'm not just blindly accepting that. And the shit takes 5 hours to read and everything's in their favor. And it basically says, we own your ass. Fuck you. And so I don't agree to that stuff. And because of that black box, no, Black Mirror. Black Mirror. Did you guys ever see the Black Mirror thing? And it was called Terms and Agreements. And the people ended up literally being owned by signing terms just so they could use the freaking text. That's crazy. I'm like, I will find another way to get to that article. There's Reddit subthreads. There's all kind of shit. There's another person talking about all kind of stuff. You know? Okay, so this is queued up. So you know what I did for us was I went and got all of the little interviews that Olandria did for the red carpet. As many as I could find this morning. And when I was splicing this together. And I'm sure I missed some. But I was able to get a compilation of her red carpet shenanigans at the Golden Globes from the time from her pre-party when she had the blonde hair through the Golden Globes green dress number. And so that's what we're going to take a minute and look at, because I know the people here on the YouTube, you don't get to see this stuff the way that some of us might. And you know I love you, so I'd be sure to bring you guys the stuff that I catch. If I catch it, you catch it. Okay? But let me go get my stands real quick. Yeah, I love this picture right here is everything. The one where she's reaching up like that, getting out of the Sprinter van, like stretching into the newness of herself. It's so beautiful. Oh my God, hi baby. I love you. Grand Rising. Who's gonna be huge? Already, I was going live early. And you have testing again today? Really? Well, why is it all week? Because you don't have nothing else to do. Okay, put a shirt on. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I'm back. You still with me? Good. I got all my tripods and stands and things. You know, every stand needs a stand. I get it. Get it? Okay. So this is going to go like this. This is going to go all the way up. Put that like that. Get it ready. And we'll put this like this. Because we are going to watch. And I know we've been showing them a lot over here too. But we're going to go ahead and flip this camera like that. Okay, and then for you guys on the YouTube, put you guys like that. And then I do this because, yeah. Yeah, you guys have been seeing this stuff. And I made a little compilation for us. So now we're going to remove the background. Remove it. Ta-ta for now. No, I don't want to co-host with you. Decline. There. And then we're going to take the camera off over here. Bye-bye. There. And then we're going to play. Damn it. Stupid shit. I want this gone. Why has that been disappearing? You guys, wait a second. So this is.
Can you describe your look for me in one word? I'll say elegance. Yeah, elegant. Savon Dejan from Lagos, Nigeria. Everything on fragrances. So I'd love to know, what is the fragrance that you're wearing today? Forever Move. She was here. Shout out to my girl Jackie. What is this? I don't know. It smells so good. It's one of her new releases. Beautiful scent. Always sold out, so that should tell you something. Get you something. The biggest thing. The biggest thing. Me and my career. Hello. That's what I would say too. What are you looking forward to this year? The thing that I'm looking forward to the most is becoming a homeowner. So I'm in the process of that now. So fingers crossed we have good news in a few weeks.
Not Alicia. Tenderism. You heard it. You see a little tenderism. I'm taking y'all to work with me today, so come on.
So this is the hairdresser extraordinaire. She did the blonde and she's going to be doing the red later. So that's her go-to person for hair. This makeup artist, like honey.
Real stubborn. Real stubborn. Adidas Tech. No Nike Tech family. It's on this thing.
Nick was killing it. So yeah, while she was on the red carpet at the pre-party, he was in Toronto and Kingston, in Canada. Go, Nick! And Quan was so happy to be with Nick again.
The thing is this. No, the thing is this. Bitch, you think it's small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch. You need to think of beer, bitch. Think beer, bitch. I mean, I got to go. I can't keep giving people all this goddamn game.
This winter, keep your hands warm with these windproof. Just
Oh no.
Over the right shoulder. Over the right shoulder.
See, Reggie and Amanda. This is Reggie and Amanda with her right here. She has the best team, you guys. That's her getting out the Sprinter van. Oh, and then did you see she had a commercial with damn Uber? Uber provided her Sprinter van to and from the Golden Globes. And so she did a thanks for picking me up Uber kind of thing. Hey, Tony.
The baddest.
Oh, I think it would be the smallest waist.
They don't like when you break up the way.
You know why? Because they can't find it.
Hello.
They can't find it. They still they put an APB out for her waist. An APB. You want to rant a bit. YouTube over here. I can't like, comment. What? I want to do a rant a little bit. YouTube fucking over. I can't like, comment, fit at least for 24 hours. What? Are you blocked? Well, unless I put Jason Benson on a timeout because he's like, what does she look like? So, okay, right here, you guys. See how quiet it is? But now you hear it in the background. You can start hearing the whatever. So, yeah, no, over here on the YouTube, I had blocked somebody because they made a stupid comment. Let me see. It was like, what the hell does she look like? Said Jason. So I put him on a timeout because I was like, this isn't the right chat to be asking what the hell somebody looks like. West Side hating on a Tuesday morning. Yeah, there's an op in here. I just got reported. There's an op. There's an op somewhere, Charlie. I'm not sure which one of you hating ass bitches is an op. But just know, you're not stopping nothing. You're not stopping nothing. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's not to the FYP. The people in here share it out and put it to the people that need to find it. But yeah, we just got a restriction. Yeah, she brought the engagement for Golden Globe. See how they're all yelling? Clamoring. It was so quiet before. And then she comes and that lady wanted her to move really bad. But the men are all like, oh no, watch, she's going to be the only one on the stairs for a moment. And that was rare. Everybody always had, it was like a person was here, a person was here, and a person was here. It was like usually 3 people on the stairs. She gets the whole thing to herself until she almost gets like towards the top. Watch. She gets the whole carpet stairs to herself. So cool. See how they're all still clamoring and yelling? It was quiet when that guy was in the white jacket before. See, and look, then here he comes to take her hand. He's gonna hold her dress. Look, Nick's not here. I know you're used to having your train carried. Nick isn't here. Let me get you, babe. Look. Can't wait to help her. See, and look at this weird awkwardness right here. This shit is weird. It's fucking weird. And then for some reason, Nick was sweating up a storm. I'm like, is he in menopause? That fool was sweating so bad. He kept having to dab his forehead. I'm like, are you an auntie, Nick? Because that's looking like heat flashes, bruv. And you're a star. I mean, maybe that's why he hasn't been in the public eye for a minute. Maybe he's a nervous guy, but he was dabbing his forehead and freaking, he was sweating up a storm, and he was all over in the freaking cuts and shit. I was like, Nick. Oh, two of his exes was there. I don't know. See, look how far she got on the stairs. And see how Nick has to stand like he's Ace. He has to stand on a stair above Shelly. I mean, he has to stand on a stair above Priyanka so that he looks taller than her. Oh, I love it when she does these. Oh, they were like, over your shoulder, and she did it, and they were like, what? That dress is everything. Christian. Oh, Miley C is one of his exes. It could be anything. It could be. I mean, I hope he's okay. He seems really young. I hope he's okay. You know, I'm just being talking. See, look, he's already dabbing himself. I'm like, is it hot in there? I hope he was feeling well. He looked a little pale. Maybe you're right. Maybe he wasn't feeling well. But I did notice. See, look. Oh, he has type 1 diabetes. You guys, they saying he has type 1 diabetes. So he's a young cat with type 1 diabetes. And diabetes can make you sweat if your sugars are low. There was a lady. Oh, here she is. The snack lady.
I'm bothered, but what's something that bothers you deeply? Something that bothers me deeply. When people try to downplay my accomplishments. That's all me. When I'm winning, that's all me. That don't got nothing to do with nobody else. Your skin is popping. Tell us what's the products you're using? What's the moisturization skincare routine before a big show like this? Honestly, a lot of exfoliating and my little Vaseline glow. I feel like black women don't get asked this enough.
Thanks for telling me, you guys. I'll be nicer to Nick. No, because I love Nick. I love him. But I hope he's taking care of himself.
2026. Did you not know?
Oh, it looked like he was just trying to push through. Yeah, maybe he didn't feel. Well, I mean, look.
My heated rivalry brothers, for sure.
Okay, on the Nick Jonas thing, God forgive me. I was making jokes. You're right. He does have a whole condition, and I don't want to be mean to him, but I did notice the young man was sweating on the red carpet, and I did not know that he was diabetic. So thank you for reminding me. And that's just a reminder that you never really know what somebody's going through, because when I'm sweating like that and I need to pull out a cloth, it's because of menopause and a heat flash. Yeah. So I was just noticing because it's something that I experienced too, but I didn't have to say it like that. I'm really trying to work on myself in 26, y'all. I don't have to just always say the poppiest, crackliest shit. Well, no, I probably still will, but I will catch myself and apologize also. Okay? You all thought he was dying as kids? So he's been sweating his whole life? See, look, I only saw him in the videos, and they don't let him sweat in the videos. I never saw him on concert or in life or anything like that. I only see him in his finished product where there's no sweat. So I had no idea old boy was a sweater. But usually if you're having a sweaty thing, doesn't that mean like your sugar's low or high or some shit like that? Maybe he should have stopped by the lady with the snacks first and got some Cheez-Its or fruit snacks or something before Priyanka did her thing. Anyway, I'm going to let him finish. God forgives me. We're moving on.
Me. It's all things Alandria. It's Alandria's Ola 2026. Did you not know? The year of Alandria again. Part 2. Have a.
I love watching how the people behind her are watching her and stealing stares. Look at that guy.
A year ago, was at home, literally watching shows like this. Probably just judging gowns. Like, hell, okay, let's rate this gown, let's rate that gown. I never would have imagined me walking up this very set of steps or walking this very carpet with the very people that I've always watched on TV. So this feels very surreal to me right now.
Is there anybody you wish you could be BFFs with after tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna see that. Say.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. I love watching him on TV. Yeah, he's amazing. It's so many. I'm definitely gonna get a few selfies tonight if I can.
Nick tonight, by the way. What's he doing?
He's on a DJ tour. Yeah, he is.
Has he seen this look yet?
Yeah, he's literally been blowing me up, but I have not got a chance to look at the messages yet.
Golden Globes, flip it around. Olandria, look at her. How are you feeling tonight, Olandria?
I'm feeling amazing, feeling just as good as I look.
Period. Period. Well, you are very in style tonight. Olandria, describe your look in 3 words.
Ooh. Chic, elegant, classy.
Okay, notice how those are all $60 words. Very expensive. Take it in. Who are you wearing tonight, Olandria?
Custom Christian Siriano.
Sorry. What did you just say?
You heard that right. One of one. Custom.
Custom.
Siriano for this very moment.
Custom is $100 word around here. What are your intentions when you're getting ready for a night like this? I know your life has changed so much. What goes through your mind when you're putting together a look for a night like this?
So many things are going through my mind before a carpet. I'm always insanely nervous. I'm like, even though I always do well, I'm always just nervous, you know? But I always try to own the moment, come in very confidently, hold my head high, straighten that back out, you know, push out those hips and put those arms on that waist. Hello.
Well, you're doing an amazing job.
She's
look
such a
so
character.
Beautiful. Like, it's a gag. Clap if you're gagged. Yeah. Thanks, Olandria.
Thanks, Love Island Mama. Wow.
Wait, what is Nick trying to get you an iPad? I'm trying to watch Love Island.
I'll watch it.
As much. It is highly addictive.
I've heard. And watched over.
Yes, basically. Do you have a favorite? But actually watching Love Island. Olandria, when I just saw her right now, first of all, she looked amazing. She looked incredible. Plus, she's so beautiful. It was really nice. Just like you, I do. So brave too. I love her.
But we don't really have a guilty.
So you have been within the word celebrity for a short time now. How does it feel owning that word and that presence, that lifestyle?
Honestly, it's still so surreal. Small town girl from Alabama who dared to dream big. I wake up every day just amazed at what my life is. And I try to not to take advantage of every moment, but just soak it all in, you know? Still trying to process it all. It's been a few months that I've been in this life. I've been moving very, very fast in this career. So I'm just blessed.
Did you have being on the Golden Globes on your bingo card for 2026?
Absolutely not, but I am so stoked that I'm here. Like, thank you for allowing me to be in this space and share it with these guys. So I'm excited.
Nick tonight, by the way. What's he doing?
He's on a DJ tour. Yeah, he is.
You guys, this is Nick watching it. Wasn't that cool, you guys? And then this is Nick. He's on his way to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. And then he booked a last minute trip.
I was surprised at the turnout, fam. Turn up Canada, we turn up Waterloo. No, thank you for having me in Toronto. Thank you for having me in Toronto. I'll be back real soon, fam.
See, it's the same hairstylist and makeup artist. And then she wore her hair down for the after party, you guys. It looked so good. All these tendrils were down for the after party. I like calling curled hair tendrils. See, the freaking people were coming. I think all these people outside were because of Elandria. Now, you guys tell me, in the lives that you saw, were they all spammed with Olandria? That's what I saw. Shade? Who's here? Let's see. I don't know why this is tripping. The person didn't populate yet. You might have to come back. So that was... Oh, no, this interview is the bomb.
Season I ever watched.
I don't know what's going on over here on TikTok. You can hear me, right? Oh, Shade, we can't... I can't hear you, Shade. No, I see your lips moving. I see your lips moving, but I can't hear you. You guys can hear her? I can't. Wait. Oh, I have my phone turned down.
Oh. I was like, hi, beautiful. Hi, Miss Curves.
How are you? Oh my gosh, you got your other account back?
I got it back.
Woo-hoo! The devil.
Yesterday.
Yay, the devil's not stopping nothing. The devil's a bona fide liar.
3 of my pages back, y'all.
You guys, did you hear that? She got blessed with all 3. That's amazing.
I'm only gonna be with you for like 5 minutes, and then I gotta go back. My kids are testing.
Okay, well, you take the floor. You guys, Shade is up here in the house
All
for
right,
you
the
too.
only thing I wanted to say, I tweeted this yesterday. Hi,
hey,
Boo,
boss.
how are you? I'm good. I wanted to say the interview part where the lady asked her, what's Nick doing tonight? And she was like, he's on a DJ tour, and she like shook her head.
Yeah.
It was very much given that Lauren London interview when she asked her, oh, what you doing with Nipsey Hussle? And she was like, do you got a boyfriend? So when you get one, then you focus on the present, okay?
That
it
is
was very
hilarious.
much given, leave me and my man alone, we're good. And then the lady asked her, how do you and Nick, how are y'all successful, right?
Yeah.
But I think the lady was talking about how is y'all relationship successful. Miss Pivot Queen, my queen, she was like, oh, we're both focusing on our individual careers. We fed into our couple stuff, like in the beginning with the Knicks and the Kalanis and the Agua, but now we focusing on DJing and being a superstar. Period, bitch. Leave us alone.
Period. The
that
period.
Was my favorite interview. I'm not gonna lie. I was here for it.
Yeah, that's the one we're getting ready to watch right here. That's this one right here.
I did like that you said we will get some couple content in the future.
But you know what?
We getting a red carpet appearance from both of them together, and we getting that Met Gala. I think she's gonna do the Met Gala alone. I'm not mad at that. But
what do you think she's in France for? Together. What do you think she went to Paris for?
Bitch, to meet with a designer. She about to be the face of Coco Chanel.
I think I'll say this. I think that because of what happened on the Golden Globe, I think I know she probably was going to Paris Fashion Week, but to be going this early, she's getting some type of campaign.
Well, the chat.
I think it's the Bridgerton premiere. I think that's why she's going.
Or she's going to meet with the people for Paris Fashion Week, but like before, you know how they had to have meetings and like.
Oh, like to go for right. Because isn't that in February?
It's at the end of the month. It's at the end of the month, but she did so well yesterday. From all of our stuff yesterday, now people are saying whatever that's why she said her trajectory is bigger. She got a call to do something. It's either going to be some type of photo shoot or it's going to be some type of campaign because they said she's the only one who got that aerial shot last night at the 2 nights ago at the Golden Globes. Nobody else got that. And then they came back up and took more photos with her.
Shout out Alandria, yo. Shout out to Alandria, yo.
Phenomenal.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Auntie Barbie. Hey, Fab Chick. Hey, Charlie. We're excellent today. How are you?
Yeah. Sade, you better stay warm out there, baby.
I'm only here for 5 minutes, y'all. I gotta take my little smoke break and then I gotta go back in.
You know, Auntie gonna do her things now, making sure y'all all right.
Sade, did you want to try the life setting things?
Oh, I did it. As soon as I joined her live. That's why I joined Miss Curves Live to do it. I did it. Charlie, I love you. Thank you so much.
So when
Charlie keeps us all together. She's like a supermodel of TikTok.
Shout outs to Charlie. That's for you, boo.
And y'all want to know, I just downloaded TikTok in July for nicolandria. Just so y'all know.
And you're like a freaking professional.
I'm just learning in the last 6-7 months.
Look, well, you do good, girl. You do good.
Yes, y'all are doing great. So yes, I have been working a lot, so I haven't been posting much content, but I try to get around and like everything, so. But I just wanted to make sure that I popped in and I got caught up on everything because I feel like I've left y'all abandoned out here.
You have. We've been missing your edits.
I know. I'm going to get it together for you, I promise. I got some on the way.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Fab.
Definitely too.
I hope we get a new picture today. Like, even if it's just her, like, in her regular clothes.
Yeah, Casulandria. Casulandria is a vibe.
Yeah, she is.
She is so beautiful.
Athletic Landria.
Yes, I love everything about her. And I like that one comment she made to the people there. Oh, they don't like when you talk about the waist, girl.
Girl. They hate when you bring up the waist.
That is so true. If it is for the... Okay. So Bridgerton is an American production, right?
It is.
So why is it premiering in Paris?
Because they hire all UK fucking actors. That's what they're doing to us.
Right.
Most of the famous black actors are from the UK. They're not American because they can pay them less.
Oh.
So they don't have to pay them as much as they pay like black American actors.
Yeah.
Which they are very talented. No shade to them, but we have a lot of talented people here as well.
Right.
Like how Michael B. Jordan just got snubbed.
He did. How you play 2 whole Negroes and you don't get one award?
He played 3 motherfuckers. Let's be clear, y'all. It wasn't even 2. It was 3. He played Vampire Stack, Regular Stack, and
Yes, he did.
You're right.
And they was all 3 different energies and vibrations. So he did that. And why him and Smoke look different to me?
Right?
The energy did, yeah.
They totally
like
do.
2 different motherfuckers. I don't know.
And that was the point. You know, he did phenomenally well. And
also, they didn't do enough campaigning, but the movie, the movie is releasing back in theaters. So if you want to, go watch it. Because a lot of people have been talking about it since the Golden Globes.
Yeah, well, I know it's in the HBO. Is that where I just saw it this weekend? I think it's an HBO or Peacock or something.
Kill me. I have not watched Sinners yet.
Oh, you?
No way! You're gonna love it.
I watched it 4 times.
Yeah, I've seen it about 6 times so far.
6 times?
Yeah.
Y'all can KILL me. I watched it and I didn't like it.
You didn't? What?
How many times did you watch it? You gotta watch it twice.
I watched it twice and I didn't like it.
What didn't you like about it? Was it for a particular reason, Charlie?
It's like I don't get the hype.
When?
Well, you're not a black American, so that's part of it, right? Because we have like some lore or like some like myths and like our own background, specifically in the Mississippi and Louisiana area. And then
I definitely don't know anything about that.
If you're like an occult person like myself who likes to like know about like mystery shit and stuff that you don't know or whatever, like there's a story about this guy called Robert Johnson. Yeah. And he basically sold his soul. Basically, it was like, yes, he went to the crossroads in Mississippi. Before they said he didn't know how to play.
That's that movie with Ralph Macchio. That is such a good movie, The Crossroads. Oh my God.
Right, and they said that with Sam. Yes, they said that with that little Sammy did. What's his name? Sammy Davis Jr. He sold his soul too. But they were saying Robert Johnson didn't have any talent. Then he sold his soul at the crossroad. They strung his guitar, and all of a sudden he's like the best guitarist, like until Jimi Hendrix came, pretty much.
Yeah.
And something.
Yeah,
I know nothing about any of that, so maybe that's why.
You know, it is
It
so
was just like
much
a place
lore that we have with Black American like lore and history that so many people don't
and
know
different
about.
myths and stuff.
You know, in Mississippi, in different, you know, like the Tennessee area, all kinds of places that have just amazing lore about our people here. So I think it's good, you know, for us to learn more about each other. You know, even though we are, you know, cousins, we still have different cultural experiences and lore.
The movie did touch on a lot of
Also, if you
historical
like
stuff.
vampires, if you like vampire stories, it kind of went into that. And then just like the lore of vampires in and of itself, like they can't come into your house without you inviting them in.
Right.
The history of like Native Americans in most vampire stories, there's always a werewolf. And werewolves are highly tied to Native Americans and like Aboriginal people and tribes and stuff. So the fact that they had the hop tour, and then when you watch the movie like a fourth time, you start to notice little things like how Remick, he actually calls the Native Americans by their tribe name at first to let you know he doesn't have a bias against them immediately. And then he realized, he sees the capes, he sees that they KKK, and then he goes, oh, they the enemy, they trying to get me, my wife. And then, I don't know, it's just like a lot of, it's very
You know what I
layered.
got from it?
It's very layered.
Was I was like, I like the correlation between vampirism and colonialism, and how colonialism comes to a place that's thriving and sucks the life out of it. And then that's what
What's the Doopy story?
Oh, the Doopies I call him a
mean
dumpy.
Dumpies.
Dumpies.
In Jamaica, we say Duppy, duppy, like ghost.
That's the thing that catches you between asleep and awake and holds you down, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay, like astral projection sleeping.
Yeah. Oh, I hate those dumpies. Used to get me real bad when I was young, and I would be in my body going like, because they would be holding my mouth closed and shit. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
They would be on me. But I haven't had a dumpy. I'm not trying to call them up, but I haven't had a dumpy in a long time. But those motherfuckers were on me when I was young.
Oh my goodness. That is not good.
It's not good at all.
Oh my goodness.
And I was a pretty good kid. I wasn't even doing nothing crazy.
Touch on too was how just the audaciousness that Olandria has this year, and I really want us to be more audacious about the things that we want and how we can use our talents to support each other in being our best selves. I think all of us in this, you know, community have unique and amazing skill sets, and I feel like we can use that to kind of prop each other up and help each other thrive. I don't know how we can do that, but I just think it's a good idea.
I agree with that, Auntie Barbie. I feel like part of being a Van Carthen is us reaching into our excellence and our bag of talents also, and just manifesting the life that we want, you know?
Absolutely, and how we can do that, you know, to support each other. So,
and we don't gotta be humble about it, cause fuck a humble.
Fuck a humble. You're the bomb. I'm the bomb. We're the bomb, bitch.
And like mental health and consulting and things like that. And I, you know, am very good at what I do. However, I don't have the support or the space or the wherewithal to push my skill set to the next level because they could use me, you know, to support them. That's for sure.
Right.
Through this, you know, mess. You know, I have a doctorate degree in psychology, so I'm definitely who I say I am, but I don't have the connections. Online stuff, you know.
Right.
I know what I want to do. I know who I am. I don't have the connection, and so I am being audacious to putting it out there. Like, y'all help Auntie Barbie get where she's trying to go.
Yeah. Well, look, you keep. What do you need?
So I don't have the connections to put things out there. So I do workshops. I do self-esteem workshops. I work, you know, with Black women. I definitely would love to be like a mental health consultant for, you know, like Ola and Nick. That would be ideal.
Yeah.
You know, and so how I could go about doing that would be amazing because I have that skill set and I've done it for a very long time.
Okay, so first thing that comes to mind about as far as getting what you do for Black women, coming out. I'm great with ideas. Let's see. Okay. So I've been seeing, like, especially on my Instagram feed, other black women promoting themselves in a sponsored type feed reel where they talk about exactly what you're saying. I do mental health. I do this. Click this link for more information. And then you would capture their information, and then you would take your thing and you would do like a free intro to get them in the room, right? And then you could do like a 5-day challenge of mental health, right? Where they come to you every day for 5 days or
If you could
something.
help me with the logistics on that, I would love to do
Right?
that.
Like, I'm great with, see, but that's the thing. Look, Auntie Barbara, I'm great with ideas. I'm not great with execution. You know what I'm saying? But I'm great with
I need
ideas.
support with ideas and execution. Like I said, this is a family, and we all.
All right, I got a suggestion. I just thought of it.
Okay.
Psychic, yeah. All right. So basically, so you do mental health shit. I mean, sorry, I curse a lot.
I do too.
All right. So you do mental health shit, right? You could like, you know how like we all came together because of Nicolandria, Love Island, blah blah blah. You could like review different shows or pop culture content that people give a fuck about. Basically, like, what's going on with Nicki Minaj right now? What the fuck is wrong with Cardi B a little bit? What's going on? And you could watch Real Housewives and then, you know, fake diagnose them bitches. I don't know. You could do shit that people are interested in and just put your own twist to it. But basically, just make videos, bro. You make videos, people find out who you are.
So shy.
Yeah, that's it.
You
you can't be shy, girl.
Shy, you know, and
well, you could be shy, but we on the internet. These niggas don't know you.
Yeah.
I think we know these niggas don't know me. You know, but I love you. You know, again, it's just, and I'm working on that. You know, trying to be more.
And excuse my language. I'm sorry. I don't mean to speak
baby,
like
listen,
that.
I grew up in a whole army family, and listen.
Yeah, I know, but my mom still be like trying to like slap me in the mouth for speaking to people like, you know, my elders, or not to say elders because you don't sound old, but like people.
No, babe, I understand.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like just speaking.
Well,
which I need to act like I got some sense. That's it. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? I appreciate you. I do.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah, Tina does do mental health stuff.
Support in is, cheer me on to, be more, forward facing.
Okay, real quick. Shade is on to something because there was Pam Fuller, a psychologist, went viral during freaking Love Island because she did exactly what Shade just said. She analyzed the people within Love Island. She blew the fuck up, you guys.
Like, I was gonna even say I agree with Sade about you doing that, because you can even do that for like even like this season of Real Housewives of Potomac. Like, you could talk about like Wendy, maybe even her sitting up there trying to put on like for the Joneses. Now look,
please do.
Well, oh no. Could you please talk about? Could you please talk about Kimmy on Married to Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Ethically, in air quotes.
Oh, I haven't watched Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you would be so done.
You know what it seems like to me, and that would be so.
Good morning, Mellows.
That would be so fun to do. These behaviors, seem to be, I can't say, this person is, but I can say behaviors are this way.
And that's exactly what that Pam lady does. I'm going to send you a video of hers later. Love.
Of course, Love Island Mama, you may make a.
Yeah, Love Island Mama, go through. Just jump in.
Married to Medicine, too.
And I am shy. Yes, I am, Shakur, and so I need y'all to, follow me, inbox me, and I need all the support.
Auntie, do Married to Medicine. Them bitches got a lot of issues.
Yeah, I see why. Why is
back to season 1?
Why is Toya so unhappy? Why is Toya so unhappy? You could do why is Toya so unhappy? You could do why is Kimmy staying? Why is Letitia a freaking bot and a skinwalker that she wants to wear everybody else's skin but hers? Why is Maurice a knucklehead?
I like Letitia.
Letitia's a bot. Letitia, wrong road. Wrong road.
Marceau's wife. Her.
Yeah.
That's who you're talking about?
Yep, that's who I'm talking about, the skinwalker. Letitia's practically a single black female. She's trying to wear any other woman's skin but her own because her husband don't like her skin.
Oh my God, I gotta go back and rewatch the last 2 seasons. I haven't watched
sounds like she,
since since Letitia.
No, interrupt me, please. You guys, let Love Island Mama go real quick. She's being too polite.
I'm sorry, darling. Yeah. Hi, good morning.
Grand Rising.
May I ask, do you work with specific populations?
Are you talking with me?
Yes.
Yes, actually, I do. So I am in a private practice right now. So I do work with everyone from children to my oldest person is 85 years old. I see, because my degree is in clinical psych, I see just about everyone with just about every kind of disorder. I diagnose learning disabilities, neurodiversity, giftedness, all of that. So I do all of those fun things, and I consult. So it's a lot that I do. So I'm really open. Mm-hmm.
Do you consult for private organizations?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I love everyone else's idea. Like to like analyze like reality TV characters. I was also going to suggest, since Black History Month is coming up, maybe you could like discuss like generational impact on a person in regards to like Black people. And I think I don't know if you also want to consider talking about like Valentine's Day, since it's like a fun little couples thing. I don't know if you do any couples therapy or anything like
Those
that.
are great ideas, Love Island.
For example, I have some things that I do around like healthy relationships, like what you're supposed to look for. What are the characteristics? So I do something like that.
Oh, you know what you could do on that? Is pregame season 8 Love Island or postgame season 7 Love Island on things that people could have looked for as far as green flags or red flags in a relationship.
Yes, and it was this series called Black Love, bro, that had mad toxic relationships. You should watch and review that. Okay. I be seeing clips about that show, and I be like, what the hell? So, yeah.
Listen, I appreciate all of this because I really want to be more audacious, and I have these skills, and I need to be more forward-facing with what I have. Because,
have you been feeling like that Bible verse about talents? And like you put some on the stones, put some over there, but you got to use them as the bottom line.
Exactly. And I'm also, I do biofeedback. So that is something that I really have a specialized skill that I really thought would be helpful with, especially like with Nick and Ola, because it helps with regulating their nervous system. When you think about all of the, stress. So it's like a whole system of how I teach people to regulate their nervous system and how that does.
Like somatic therapy type of thing.
Yep, so I do that. I do therapy.
Wow.
I teach.
I love that.
So, girl, I do it all.
That's amazing.
This was so much fun. I will come back when I'm on my lunch break.
Okay, Shade. And we'll look for you later. Everybody make sure you're following Shade's. All her pages are back.
I got my 15, y'all. All right, bye.
Peace. Thanks for coming through.
Say, that you mentioned that you're really shy, and I'm a shy person as well, and I always say coming on Ms. Curves panel that helps me to loosen up and get rid of some of that shyness. So like some things you could probably do is, I do think like if you ever wanted to do maybe like a rewatch to see like signs that we kind of missed with like Nick and Ola, and like maybe specific like maybe episodes, like kind of like how people have like these things where they do like crumbs and stuff like that, or maybe just like signs like whether it's like a physical or like emotional stuff that we may have missed, that like now we kind of go back and be like, oh, okay, I see it now. Or even kind of like I don't know if you're watching Potomac right now, kind of like the new girl Angel, and how what is her name, what's the one that just came back? Monique. Yeah, Monique saying she sees similarities from her marriage, and kind of seeing like why is she seeing those dynamics and stuff like that? Or even like with Married to Medicine, how it's been on for like so many seasons. If you can go and look at specific castmates, have you seen growth in them, or are they still like at the same stagnant place, or why has there been no growth, and how are they able to be like in their profession, but then like show this other side, and like I don't know how that works. Being in Atlanta, where
honey, they need me to come in and help them rebrand and get them together, honey, because you know they don't need to be out there acting a fool like that, you know.
Yeah, because I'm like being in Atlanta and like knowing people in the medical field, stuff like that. I'm like, I know that's not how they act outside of the medical field. They hold themselves to the highest regard. So to see like
exactly,
I mean,
and
I know
another reason why I kind of stay out of the way too, is because it is just, there's so much responsibility that goes along with it. However, it does isolate me, and I don't deserve to be isolated, So that is my biggest thing of the year, is that I am wanting to be more intentional with, stepping out there, being more intentional about what I want, because I feel like there are people that are doing things that the differences between them doing it and I'm doing it is that I haven't done it.
That's the only difference. That's the only difference.
And the connections, right? If I have the connections and, then I will do it. One of the things that I had said that I really wanted to do last year was, with these talent agencies, is to be like a mental health consultant for them.
Well, you know what? Love Island is currently casting. I just started following a lady in the YouTube streets, in the TikTok streets. And maybe you could talk to her about being a therapist on the island next time around, because the last one show didn't work if they let Huda's bitch ass run around yelling for 3 days.
And that's what you said, because it depends on, like, I hate to say it, like, it depends on ethnicity of like the therapist and stuff like that, because sometimes people just they'll say stuff because they don't have experience in it. If you have like different ethnicities on the cast, then maybe you should have different
ethnicity, right?
That can,
absolutely
more
because
be
we have to.
Stuff.
And again, so with me, like I said, therapy is like about maybe 20% of, what I do. However, we also have to be culturally competent. And a lot of people, they just choose not to be culturally competent. And I think that that is a big thing which happened on Love Island. You could just see the lack of cultural competency there.
Oh, totally.
Christine has like a good one you can do, like the speak on reality show couples and marriages that are doing a bit like maybe like the overexposure of putting too much on like social media to like give that appearance like we're so happy we're in love, but in reality they're struggling behind the scenes. Like they feel like they have to put on this niche to make it work. And I think that's what drives people so crazy about Nick and Ola, is that they don't put that much stuff out there. This is a real relationship for them. This is not just something that they found on reality TV. They really want to make this work. They probably want this to be like Nick's parents and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And like maybe I think that would
I love that.
Because you could even right now you could start talking about we're about to watch this clip where basically she says what I've said they are, which is independently dependent, where they're in the relationship together, but they're independent. They're not coda in any way, and they're secure.
They have a collaborative relationship.
Exactly.
I think that's the problem. Most people, they have and when I do work with couples all the time, I say the last thing you ever want to do is compromise. And people look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, you don't compromise, because that means one person has to lose.
Right.
Why not collaborate so that you both can get what you want? That creates the security that people need. And that requires communication, that requires trust, all of those things. And so it's looking at relationships from a different perspective. And it's part of the things, like I said, with the healthy relationships, like, one of the things is like, is the relationship based on truth, or are you playing games? To what degree can I be vulnerable with you about things that are important to me, and vice versa?
Right.
These are questions that people don't ask. it's usually, oh, you know, we have shared interest in, I'm
Give us,
mutually attracted.
you're doing great right now, Auntie Barbara. Give us your take. Yeah, give us a breakdown of Nick and O, what they did
Yes,
right,
I would love
and
to
give
hear
us
your
a breakdown.
yeah.
Pick your people from our season right now, and I'm gonna put you big, and you're gonna practice giving us
Okay.
what you do on Nick and Olandria
Okay.
right now. You guys, this is gonna be Auntie Barbie's premiere inaugural.
Oh, y'all.
Okay?
I love y'all.
And she's going to break down what she wants to about Nick and Olandria right now. You guys, this is the first. Take it away.
I am so excited. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So one of the things I noticed about their relationship is that they are having, it's collaborative. And, you know, like I said, compromise is BS. And I think they've learned that they can both win by communicating effectively, saying what they need, and being intentional, right? I think one of the things they did that was great was they realized that having other people dictate what their preferences were basically would have precluded them from having this relationship. And I'm so glad that they, you know, decided, you know, to be with one another. I think when we talk about secure attachment with them, it's really interesting because they both seem to come from securely attached family backgrounds. So that means that they don't, they're worried if a person is going to stick around or not. And you can see, for example, with 304, she definitely has like an anxious avoidant type of attachment, which means, you know, you want that person, but then you retreat. You want that person, and then you retreat. And so because they have that security in their attachment with one another, it seems to people that it's fake, and it's not. That is such a big deal, and I really appreciate that for them. I also feel like they understand that the differences between them is their superpower. That they could use, you know, the things that they don't know and learn and lean into one another and garner that kind of support and kind of, you know, just add another layer, you know, to their acumen so that they can become a better couple and, you know, individuals. I think they are amazing. They're young, but they're intentional. They have to be careful, though, because they have so many people that are jealous of them. And a lot of people are jealous because they're lonely. They don't have their own people, you know, to love them. And so if you think about, what was it, y'all, they had a group chat to try to put a hit on these people. Am I right? Is that what happened? And that is just absolutely ridiculous. Oh, can y'all hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you. And
Okay.
you're right about the group.
Yeah, I mean, and so yes, lots of exactly, you know, lots of projection, lots of jealousy, lots of lack, and that's what I really see a lot of is people projecting their lack onto Nick and Alandria because they had the audacity to be great. And I think that is, you know, a lesson for all of us, you know, even myself, even y'all helping me do this right now, you know, for me to have the audacity to let you hear my voice and to let you, you know, see what I'm thinking and to put my expertise out here. And I appreciate being able to do this in the safety, you know, with my fellow sisters, you know, so I really appreciate that. Back to these other people, self-esteem is a huge issue. When people are confident in who they are, they become targets. Thank you, Jaleesa Bucci. They are the self-esteem, if you think about Iris and what's his name, TJ, it's not that they are inspired. It's that they want to destiny swap with them. They want to have and they want to be them instead of being a better version of who they are. Right? And so that is what's happening. Lots of mental health things that I saw. The blatant manipulation that I saw with Alan, and how it seemed like him and Michelle were intentionally trying to hurt Alandria. And so they saw her as a threat the moment she walked in there. And she did her best to be as humble as possible. And people continue to harm. Thank you, Larsa, for the gifts.
No, you're doing great. Keep it up.
Okay. So that's the part to me that was really interesting, is watching how Michelle and Alan threw their so-called friends under the bus. Yeah, that's not friendship. That is jealousy and envy. And it actually has destroyed any chance
Thanks,
of
boss.
them getting what they need. They're done, I think. They're not going to be able to
see you later, Charlie.
Have the brand deals, like Landria and Nick, and they don't have that sense of security, that they do in their relationship. And that's what it's about, right?
Uh-huh.
Can they be secure in the relationship? How vulnerable can they be with one another? I think that is the softness that Alandria was talking about.
Yes.
That she can be vulnerable with him, and that he accepts her. And she accepts him the way he is. And, so I think people get in the way of allowing themselves to have, good, long-lasting, healthy relationships because they look at optics or what people think they should do or how the relationship should look. Right. And I am so glad that they did not do that.
Do you think that some of the dysfunction in relationships has anything to do with what we see programmed for relationships? Like, so as far as television, the dysfunction that's tolerated, the compromises, swallowing resentment, like people just think it's soup du jour and par for the course, and that we're supposed to be going through all this struggle love shit. And that's not the case at all if you step outside of the program.
Exactly. And the thing about it is,
Uh-oh.
So, I'm here.
Okay.
So, like I said, people do not want to step outside of the program because they don't believe that it's possible for them to do so.
Right.
And even people that know that there's a possibility, they don't know how to do it. And so that's where, community and, learning about mental health comes into play, because relationships are about mental health, right?
Right.
Like I said, is my well-being safe with you? Are you going to harm me, or are you going to commit to having my best interest at heart, and vice versa? And so all of these things that people are not asking these types of questions. And do I think that they ever viewed Nick and Elle as friends? I think they viewed them as a means to an end, to be honest with you. I think they underestimated them, and how being genuine can truly get you where you want to go in life.
Yeah, authenticity is an underrated superpower for sure.
Isn't it though? Super underrated. And so this is why they are visible. And when Ola said last year that their relationship has been healing, she wasn't lying, because it has been healing. It definitely has been healing.
I totally agreed with that from the moment she said it, because and the healing was evident, like just the vibe of the high vibration that she was holding for herself and the possibility. It was I don't know, it's just something I can't even put a finger on to have witnessed a love story, an unfolding of loving. Not only it was like we got to witness her unfold to herself about what she decided she was worthy of accepting, and we got to watch them navigate experiment in front of billions of people for entertainment and come out on the other end still authentic, still genuine, still thriving, still manifesting. And and none of it is contrived. None of it is like for airs. You know what I mean? It's pure. There's a purity about it that is aspirational and I'm enamored with.
And how many times have you seen people, women online, posting or saying, "I'm not gonna be putting up with any more shit."
Yes, exactly. And
yeah, because of her, because of them.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And leaning into self-care more.
Right. That's healing.
Mm-hmm. And there's a workshop that I do, and it is, specifically for, self-care and, getting rid of that strong Black woman syndrome, so that we all can heal and do and be better.
Right.
Because we don't take inventory. We are constantly in motion, and we don't have an opportunity to slow down. And I appreciated her being very, very clear on her requirement of being soft.
Right. And it wasn't like soft like a wuss. That's the thing too. Like the word soft.
Soft like being able to be, finally. And it feels good, to be soft,
I would ask, I'm sorry, I hate to cut you off. I just had a question for you. Your thoughts on this. I know you touched on Ace and Shelly, and I know some people in the comments have touched on it. I was going to ask, it's kind of like a two-part question. Out of the two, Ace and Shelly, who would you say holds like the more, I guess, even resentment and like envious? And do we know, do you think that maybe Nick and Alandra picked up on that even before the Speedy podcast?
So I'll start with the second part. Absolutely. I think they picked up on it and it broke their heart. And I think that they are equally jealous for different reasons.
Wow.
But for different reasons. Yeah.
What reason? What do you think you know the reasons, or speculate what the reasons could be?
Yeah. So for example, I think for Michelle, she felt and knew that she would be in this space that Alandria is in. And so, because she's also a fellow, melanated, sister.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel she is envious of
That's
that.
so true, Tony.
She did not receive, and you saw her vision board in that envious deep sea. And that is not good. It is a waste of time and energy because there's room for all of us to eat. But it's the envy that I see exactly in Michelle. I think for Alan, I think his jealousy it's more so he's angry.
Right.
I think he's more so angry.
And it's not just because he's not 5'10", right? He's angry at other stuff, right?
Hello. You're right. Yes, he is angry. He is angry because he feels as if he's put in a lot of work all this time to build his brand prior to coming into the villa and had hoped that was going to boost his, brand. And it had the opposite impact on him.
Because I was wondering, based off of like how Shelly and Ace kind of position themselves as Black love, did they limit themselves? And I was also wondering, did maybe Shelly, she rubbed off a little bit more on Ace feeling a certain way about the popularity
of Nick and Ola, because if you go back and kind of look in the villa, it seemed like Ace was all for Nick and Ola, but by the time he got out, something switched, and that's why I'm like wondering, did she may have say some stuff to him to make him like feel a certain way? Because you have to remember, at the time he was just 22, never had a relationship, and Shelly was like what, 4 or 5 years older than him. So I'm just wondering if that played a part.
Is that true though, right? Because they knew each other before.
Right.
And I also know for a fact that, you know, Shelly was more aligned with, what's her name?
404.
Yep, her.
Yeah.
Right? And so that was her friend. That was who her loyalty was to. And I think that was the part that was really challenging. Is seeing that.
But these things that they've missed out on, it's their own doing. It's him going on that podcast, running his black mouth, and her remaining silent.
Exactly. And sometimes, you know, silence is powerful, but I think in this instance...
Not in this case.
Exactly. It definitely was not helpful because she... But again, of course she would be silent if it's with somebody that she doesn't care about, right?
Right.
She didn't feel that she deserved.
I have a question. Do you think that if Ace would have coupled up with somebody else, you think it would have been differently for him?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. In fact, who was it that he was booed up with before?
Well, supposedly he had Lilissa.
Ulissa and Amaya.
She went home early.
And then Amaya, yeah. And then
also,
Coco.
supposedly he wanted Honda, too.
Yeah. I think that, or even, who was it that Shelly was coupled up with? Was it Austin or somebody else, right?
Right.
Austin, then Chris.
You know, so I think that, honestly, that their match wasn't the best. You know, and if it's specifically based on, you know, Black love, I mean, it ain't that many, you know, Black folk on the show anyway, so, you know, there's that, you know, so you're going to have a better chance of, you know, having, you know, a possible connection with somebody of a different ethnicity and background, you know. But yeah, I also think that it really started, the jealousy for Shelly was when Ola showed up at her birthday party and people were more excited to see Ola than Shelly.
Oh my God. That was so telling. Nobody can tell me nothing. When she got a look on her face, her whole energy, you could see her energy deflate when everybody started screaming extendedly for Ola.
But do we think it started before then, like when
Ola
and Nick came back? I'm like, do we think it started like maybe back in the villa when her and Nick came back when they thought they had been eliminated?
Yeah.
Do we think that's when the jealousy really started? And then they had the Maybelline thing.
She was gone. She didn't have to worry about it no more.
If I look at Ace Allen's face when 3D got voted off, right? The way he looked at Nick, it's been from them time. He's been mad at Nick because here is 3D being voted off only because you and Alandria got a second chance to come back on the island or to stay on the island. And you saw his face. You saw when the three of them went off to talk and, you know, brother and so. You saw the look he gave him. It started from there. And then in After Sun, when they're saying who they want to win, freaking those two, which you been on Nick, you and Nick walked in. You and him walked in. Olandria and Michelle walked in. And then you gotta why are you picking those two? Because they had that kid in the hideaway? Like seriously, they coupled up the same time as Nick and Olandria.
Yeah.
Also, these motherfuckers knew from fucking week 1 that they liked each other. So they and then you go through say, oh, you want that one and that one to win. Like seriously, they've been hating on them since I believe they came back from Casa.
Yeah, they have hated on Alandria for a while, you know. And I think, you know, like some of you said, they saw, you know, who she was, you know, especially the 404, you know, before she came in the villa, you know. you know, all of us like in Kurt Cobain videos and things like that. So she's been seen before, you know, and so
Let me ask this
You ask a question. Go ahead.
Like just real quick. Do you think like there was kind of like the talk like last week after we got the week 1 picture? Do you think that Ace, Shelly, Taylor, and 404 they had like kind of an alliance to keep those two
apart,
away from each other?
Heck yeah,
I
absolutely.
think so.
And they thought it was until it didn't. And that is why you see them acting out like that, is because, again, it's some playground shit, but it's manifesting in real life.
Right.
You know,
because how
that aren't.
It was so weird that your bromance dude. So Taylor was in a bromance with Nick. Nick told Taylor every day, your girl is the hottest one in here. I want to get to know her. And every day he played in Nick's face and in Ola's face, but told Ace that he wasn't interested in Olandria that way. So it does feel very set up. It feels like he was cock blocking Nick from getting to know Olandria, and that he was continuing to use Olandria as a placeholder for himself. And that was part of, even Ace wanted that to happen for Taylor specifically. And I don't know, it just feels like there was a whole lot of back planning and back hoping. Yeah, okay.
And then they came back. They came back from the island, and I always call that room that he films in or whatever his little dungeon. And they said that they're taking a break for their mental health and whatever. And okay, fine, I believe you, because always take a break for your mental health. But they sat in their dungeon, especially after the Disney, and they saw everything that, like, they saw all the love for Nicolandria, and that hatred grew. It fucking grew. And Alan decided to know, like, Nick is reaching out to him, he's not responding. So by the time, and then they asked the question, who do you think should have been in the top 4? If Nick should have said, okay, they shouldn't have been in the top 4, they shouldn't have been, then Nick could also say him and Olandria shouldn't have been in the top 4 because they just coupled up the same time. Why would he say that other people who coupled up the same time as him and Olandria shouldn't be in the top 4? Because he would have to say that for himself. So he gave the best answer that he could, and that little boy sat in his dungeon and cried and cried and cried, and his envy grew and his envy grew. And then at the reunion, right, when Nick finally can see him face to face because he's not answering him, and then he's calling Nick out, and Nick is like, I'm over this. Because I've been fucking trying to reach out to you for however long now, right? And clearly you don't want to speak to me, but now you want to talk? So yeah,
and you see what Shelly did to Olandria. Shelly got back and was dressed and everything, and left her to go to Disney with her hair not done or anything.
Yeah.
And she still showed up and showed out.
And then when they're asking Shelly, who do you want to see? Who are you? Can't wait to see at the reunion? Not Olandria, everybody, and the one
she wanted to see trials and tribulations. She wanted to see trials and tribulations and error codes.
He wants to see everybody too. I want to see. So they don't care. They've been not caring. They've been envious of them.
Also, they had an argument at that Airbnb, and that's when I also think Nick said he was over it too, because when they were supposed to go to Disney,
there was an argument.
Taylor and Clark were supposed to go to Disney. It was only supposed to be Nick and O and Shelly and Ace. But as you know, they planned that all together because Nick and O should have been dressed up like them. Yeah. But they planned it on them last minute, and so they weren't dressed up like everybody else.
Right.
Also, I feel like it kind of started in the villa with Shelly, because how are you going to keep telling her to keep pursuing Taylor knowing that he don't want her? Then you go on that first interview saying, they say call somebody your bestie. Oh, I'm going to call my bestie Taylor. And you're the first person out of everybody in that villa to give Sierra grace on the Kiki Palmer podcast. Then that gives
and Boss, real quick, Boss, remember, not only did she give Sierra Grace, but in the villa, she was telling Taylor how cool fucking Clark was and how he made the best decision since people sliced bread.
She was getting close to Clark in the villa, but it's like for me, how you go on that podcast, then you say give her grace, so then Sierra starts coming outside, liking shady posts, buying the perfume, doing all the shady things, then further down
Putting on makeup,
taking pictures,
acting like she's, having a mental health,
and then she goes to the Agua party through the brand influence and show up and think that's okay.
Keita.
And it's sad,
Hi. What did you want to add to that? I invited Keita up, you guys, because she be having thoughts.
I was just somebody mentioned that at some point they were at the Airbnb or they might have had an argument with the Airbnb, and we know they were there because either Shelly said or Alandria said during the reunion when we were at the Airbnb and we were talking to you. So at some point, Shelly and Ace was at the Airbnb they were staying at.
Oh.
Yeah, they went over to visit, and Taylor and Clark couldn't be at the Airbnb because him and Nick were still having problems. They did make up a little bit before he went to the Oklahoma, but part of that was the grand trip with Wrangler, and then after that, that's when all the stuff too with the Ace interview fell out. So then they were completely done.
Oh.
I see. So there's always more to it.
Right.
And again, when you have people who are going into a space and a lot of times they haven't done the work, to make sure that they are mentally sound, that their self-esteem is somewhat intact, things like that, you have to be in a place where you can make sound decisions. And also, if you are in front of billions of people, the world is watching. There's no way that you can say that what you have done and what you have said isn't real.
Right.
So, yes, I appreciate their authenticity in the villa. However, what I don't appreciate is the lack of accountability outside of the villa.
And I don't know if you guys knew, Nick had a brand deal outside of when he first got the villa, and he put them on that brand deal. He put Shelly and Ace on that Miri brand deal.
On which one?
The Miri brand deal. He had a brand deal with Amiri, and he put Ace and Shelly on that brand deal too.
Wow. See, and that's what I love about Nick. He lets everybody eat. He's like, I don't want to get fat. Come share this food with me.
And that's the point, right? There is room for all of us to eat. And that was my point. And that's why I appreciate y'all doing this with me, helping me hear my voice.
Too.
Yeah.
Put everybody on for that Greek fest, but look what happened. They're the ones who missed out on that opportunity.
Yeah.
Because you see everybody he was cool with in the beginning when he really started.
On Team Vogue too. If people didn't know that was only
and you see how they put them on.
Yeah.
And why are they not all friends right now? Because Nick didn't say one of the reasons Nick didn't say they should have been in the top 4, right? Remember, Nick didn't vote you guys off. America did. So whether Nick said, okay, you guys should have been in the top 4 or not,
it still wouldn't
you
matter.
fucking weren't, because America didn't want you there. So it doesn't matter what he says. You're aimed at the wrong person. You're aimed at the person who is trying to have you come up with them.
Yeah.
He said those answers. Nick gave PR answers because in the beginning, that first month, Alandria was getting a lot of hate, a lot of slander on the line. So he made sure every answer or any interview that he was in, he was protecting her.
Right.
I don't see why Alan didn't even go up. He I don't know if he paid whatever, but he paid not to do these first couple months of interviews. You let Michelle go up to New York by herself, be by herself, and not with her couple, and you could have been defending yourself than wanting a man to defend you. Nick did the best that he could, but you could have came outside instead of hiding behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of growth to be done with hypothalamuses on somebody's side. So that part wasn't his fault. But I still feel like to this day, I will be one of the people that watches the damn Ace interview for you guys, just to make sure he doesn't mention Nick and Olandria.
The issue is with 3D and Nick had coming out of the bill. I missed that part. The issue is that first, 3D, he had to choose between either being Ace or Nick's friend. And what he do, he chose Ace, because when Ace did that podcast, he went on live and was streaming it and was talking about it. And
Right.
Ace was sending him gifts. Also, you think about it, when they were in that Keke Palmer interview, he said right in front of Nick that, I wanted to argue with Alandria. I wanted to tell Alandria off. And
He said something. I feel like his statement was a little more violent than that. It was like it was promoting violence against Olandria.
I'm pretty sure Nick said something after the interview to him, like, "Don't be talking about my woman like that." He was like, "Oh, I was ready to go off on her." Like that's what he said to Keke Palmer. Like, why would you say that in the interview? And then didn't give her a proper apology in that reunion either. And I know they cut a lot of stuff out of that reunion. Maybe his apology was cut out, but for you to want to use him and Ola as clout, because when I remember they went live that one time, and Taylor said, "Nick, come back in here. You're making my views come up." Then when they were in that Hamptons and they were at that thing with Alandria, he's all up in her face, touching her hair, doing all these things.
He was. I saw that.
I just showed you guys yesterday that it's still up on his and Clark's page, that they were all out to dinner 23 weeks ago. I thought it was a new post. Olandria's sitting at dinner next to Clark. I was like, when the fuck did this happen? 23 weeks ago when they first got out the villa. So they still have it up on their Snapchats and stuff, you guys. They as in Clark and 3D. Yeah.
And so again, it goes, back, like I said, a lack of emotional intelligence. It's that envy, it's jealousy, it's how, anxiety turns into irritability because, they are craving that fame and not getting what they need. It's what is pulling from their backgrounds that's causing them to behave this way. It is so fascinating. Looking at them, and especially in the context of culture. So I think it's interesting. And yes, Taylor made, I am pretty sure that if it wasn't for Nick's parents, it would have been a whole different ball game. They stepped in and they protected them.
Well, Nick's parents and Ola's parents too.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I have a question. So I always tell people, and I think it was a smart idea, that Ola didn't pressure Nick at all. Like, she let all this play out. Like, she wanted to be friends with people, but she never pressured him to not be their friend. She just let it all play out, but she still was supportive up front and behind the scenes. Do you think that really helped their relationship a lot too?
I do. I think so, because what he saw in her is that she is authentic in who she's who she says she is. She also, and a lot of healthy relationships begin with friendships first. She also made it clear that she was not going to be fetishized by him or anyone else.
Right.
And so she knew, what was coming down the pike. She played things. She was very observant. She stayed quiet, and she was able to see what was. And so that's why, I think that she was very aware of what was going on around her. And I'm sure that it was really hurtful for her to initially feel like, they were soul sisters, right? But she had to play the game.
Right.
Her and Nick had to play the game. They had to figure it out. And, that's probably why, he constantly chose her, for, all of the different, challenges that they had. Because they developed a trust that nobody else in that villa had. And people saw that and they didn't like it either.
And then my last question would be before I drop, we all seen that week 1 photo. And, people debate back and forth that they should have been to, if they would have coupled up early. But I'm glad it happened the way they did. But even if they coupled up early, you think they would have had the same income outcome, or would have, because it would have been strong, people would have tried to vote them off?
That's a really good question, because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think it played out the way that it needed to. I think, of course, the production and others made things challenging for them, but I think, you can't get in the way of what's real.
Yeah.
And I agree, Black Girl makes that, if she would have gotten in the way, it would have caused problems. What they did was they got out of there with their hands clean.
Right.
And I also believe that Alan has a lot of dirt on everybody else.
Yeah, Charlie said. What?
I think Charlie confirmed that because Charlie said Ace would try to get to people to talk and tell him stuff, but he would never answer questions or talk about what he had going on or himself.
And do you think? Oh, sorry.
What? Barbie.
What I was gonna say was that if they had a coupled up early, Ace would have tried to send them home because he tried to send everybody.
Oh yeah, anybody with a strong connection, Ace and Shelly wanted out of there.
Yes, they were not with it.
But I don't think we should have did that though, because we gotta remember people were voting. So even if like Nick and Ola would have got together like earlier, and when it came down to voting, they would have been good.
This question: do you think that with everything that's going on with Alan and Michelle, if Shelly moves the wrong way, do you think Alan will be starting to spill?
I would hope that they could get to a point where things would be more healthy for them. Because I don't think that either of them are bad people. I think that it's a tough space to be in. However, I also think that they need support too, right? I disagree because I gave the Islanders too much power this season. I don't know what that means. Okay.
Oh, they said they gave the Islanders like too much power to vote. Like even though we decided
I see.
off, then they gave them an extra to try.
Oh yeah, and that's how Huda got to stay.
Between Ace and Shelly for sure, because I saw on X how she did the interview and said that they, the relationship was over. Then they came back and said that it wasn't, and they were going private. So I'm not sure what happened in between.
A lot of people don't think they're together right now. It's 50-50. Some of us think they are, and then some people that don't think that she's with him. And they felt like with that interview too that it was kind of a bait. Like she didn't mean to spill it, but then she probably like didn't know what to say, and so she just went out with it.
Because they both did come back after she announced it, and then she immediately, within 48 hours, posted, "Oh, I should have kept things private. That's what I'm going to do from now on." And then he went live, and he's like, "I'm going to keep everything to myself because you guys make me have mental problems." And so they keep saying the same thing, just like they did in the villa. They use the exact same verbiage.
Asked him about Shelly, he dropped them right away.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but they posted on another page, and someone asked him about Shelly because he's like, he don't like talking about her. He dropped them.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, what constitutes bad? I guess it's all relative.
I have no idea what in the world is going on with them. All I can say is, I want them to be well. But I don't know if they're together or not. I don't.
She went live yesterday or the day before for a couple of hours. Shelly went live. In her new apartment. She got a new apartment. It looks very nice and chic. I don't know what city it's in, but it's very nice. And she was cooking pasta and salmon in her new apartment while she was live. And everybody in the comments was asking her about it. She was blocking a couple of things. But yeah, so she's just trying. I didn't feel like her energy was with him. You know how sometimes you can just be like, oh, I didn't feel like they were on each other anymore. I feel like she's really trying to sever that.
Thank you, Miss Curves, for not blessing my ears with this information that I did not want to know about.
I'm sorry.
As usual, thank you.
I'm always ruining her days, you guys. I mentioned those two, and it ruins her day. It's like putting salt in her coffee.
It's because I have no clue what these people have going on. Like I said, I don't follow any of them, and my algorithm knows not to show me any shit. So I always get these updates from Miss Curves, or she sends me. Well, she stopped.
I stopped sending her stuff.
I remember she sent me a 404 video in my inbox, and I'm like, I'm not watching that.
Oh my God.
I'll wait for you to show it on your live. I'm not watching that.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
messing up my algorithm.
For 3 weeks, so hopefully she.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Ola, okay.
My algorithm was messed up for days.
404 responded to that little video clip that I showed you guys about. So in the reel I showed you, people put messages on their phones and hold it up in the crowd. And the message on somebody's phone was Olandria greater than Sierra. You know the arrow sign like in math, and it said Olandria greater than Sierra, and Nick responded to it and he was like, yeah, that's right, and somebody sent it to 404 and she's like, I'm leaving all of that negativity in 2025.
Yeah, right, girl. I mean,
Well,
yeah, right.
Negativity.
I hope so. I hope she leaves it in 2025 because if not, it's going to ruin her brand. She has to stop attaching herself to them.
She really does.
That's the only way she's going to be successful or get a career back, if she stops associating and trying to attach herself to them.
right, exactly. And I think too that, she has some issues with abandonment, and rejection. And so she tends to hold on a little bit longer. And, those kind of behaviors, remind me of people that have trauma.
Yeah.
And so,
Do you think?
Of course,
Yeah, that's that supposedly she's linked to those chats.
Do you think?
Oh, is she?
Because I kind of feel like the entire experiment creates a trauma bond relationship. Because the mere fact that it's hyper secluded, you don't have any of your regular accoutrements, you don't have any of your regular relievers, you are all connected by this, it's basically trauma, like it's an overwhelmingly intense situation. So do you feel like really a relationship can thrive long term if it was the foundation was a trauma bond?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and I think what happened though with Nick and Ola is I think they realized that they wanted more than that. They didn't want to have a trauma bond. They wanted more than that. But yeah, when you're stuck with people, for an extended amount of time, you do form those bonds because, you're stuck there and you're trying to survive together.
Right.
And, so, but I also think that, people's trauma from their past tends to come out in these spaces too. Especially, when you're trying to do, relationships because all of your vulnerabilities are visible for everyone to see. And that's how come I said, this looks like she experienced a lot of, rejection in her life and not being seen as enough. And that's really sad. Shorty's real time Lord. And see, and that's the thing about it. People are taking things to the extreme and, wanting to harm people. And that's one of the reasons why I said that I would love to consult and be there for Nick and Ola, and support them and their mental health as well, because this is some BS. And I would love to be there for them.
I don't know if just reaching straight out to Amanda, her super manager, would be, and just letting her.
How would we reach out to Amanda, y'all?
She has a DM on freaking Instagram.
Or her email.
Yeah, she has a contact on her Instagram.
Send it to me.
Yeah, I totally follow her. I'll send it to you after.
I would be so grateful if y'all could do that for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm with it, and I figure, and it's so interesting because my son also does PR. And so, he's, like, Mom, and I told him the same thing, it's just about us doing it and finding the connection. So, we don't have many Black PR firms out there.
Right.
So just stepping out into, I'm sorry, you hear all this noise clicking.
It's okay.
I'm getting ready for I got my first patient at noon, so
Right on.
So I'm like,
I see Dara said in the comments she doesn't want people doing that. Remember she said don't reach out to her. I mean, I know you're thinking on a professional level, but I don't know if
Well, I thought, look, I took the instruction more as don't call her people and tell them what to do. Right. This is more of a, hey, I have this service that you can maybe use for your people kind of situation. It's not telling her you have to do it. You know, it's not telling her to post more. It's just like, hey, da-da-da. I don't know. I was just, but she did definitely give us explicit directions on not to call Amanda and tell her to post more.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do that. You know, I just want to be supportive, you know, because I understand.
Nick said he has a therapist. He never spoke about if Alondria has one or not. But
right.
I mean, I would think she does.
I mean, she's smart enough to have one.
Because I definitely would want to do more of the nervous system regulation stuff with them, and you know, helping them to kind of manage the stuff in the here and now. And I have like a computer program that I use with that, and I started using it with combat vets.
Oh my gosh, that's intense.
Yeah, on my with my when I was on residency. So I thought it would be such a good thing to support them with, to help them regulate their nervous system, because that's a lot.
Gigi, that's incredible.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I want to do. You know, is just teach more people how to do that as well. So, you know, 2026 is about making it more audacious and intentional. So I don't know how to reach her manager. If anybody wants to send me the information, that would be amazing.
I will definitely share it with you later because, yeah. Support is great. Hey, JB.
Hi, Auntie. Hi, sister. How are you doing?
I'm most excellent. You guys, remember Gigi? She's been MIA, y'all. She's been MIA hosting lives on her channel and doing all her own thing over there.
How you doing? Good to see you, Gigi.
Good to see you. I miss the nicolandria community. I've been kind of navigating some of my own kind of stuff, but I love you all. I still feel like you're all my family, and I'm not as up to date with all the everyday happenings, but it always brings a smile on my face whenever I see, you know, what Alandria and Nicholas are up to. So, and what you all are up to, it's like, this community is so amazing. So thank you. I'm resting a little bit before I have to get ready for work. But
okay, Gigi.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for popping on. Love you, sister. I call her my Van Carthen sister. That's my Van Carthen sister.
You all, I don't know if you all know, but I like Catherine. Hi, Charlie. How are you, my friend?
I have reached out to Liz. It's funny, we both have the same birthday. Liz and I. Oh. So I always call her twin. Like whenever I reach out, we communicate. So I hope that we can connect. That would be lovely.
Yeah.
So that I could be supportive. Because I got the background and I got the credentials for it. So
yeah.
And I also have the passion for it, and so that's what I'm excited for. Like I said, anything to be supportive, and I love doing these takes and this question, and answer that we're doing too. We can talk about like different shows, and like you said, get my take on, what do I think, is happening with certain people, and things, like that.
Well, that has been, you guys, that was Auntie Barbie's first time doing an analysis, using her expertise, giving us an analysis on the Love Island couple. How do you guys think she did? In the chat, go ahead and put a 5 if you got 5 on what she did, which is great. And put a 1 if you think she could, like, shut the fuck up. I'm putting 5s all in the chat. Yes, look at all the 5s. Look at all the 5s. Yes. Well, we were. Yeah, look, and so this is proof and confirmation that you engaging your talents and expertise is what is required of you, and that you should definitely be jumping on this. And look how simple that was. Look how many people came up. Look how many questions you got. Look at what you just did. Like, you had so many conversations in this last 30 minutes, and it's because of your expertise and you taking a chance and getting on the big screen like this. So I think you should really, you should start hosting your own lives. You should start hosting your own lives, and you don't even have to show your face. You could be an avatar until you get comfortable, and just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Everything you said here added to the conversation. You did not detract from the conversation. You added to the conversation with your expertise, and I appreciate it. Did you guys appreciate it? I'm like, wow, bitch. Like, this is that was good.
Thank you. And thank you for sending me the gifts. That means so much to me as well. So maybe we should make this like a little thing. We can, I can come in and, larger, we can get together. And,
Yeah. Look, I'm all about us doing that. So anytime that you want to come up, you're always welcome here. And I mean, I try to be more consistent, but I don't have an exact day and time that I go live, because you guys know I homeschool and all that. That's why I start at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I can be done by the time they start classes. You know what I mean? So that's part of why I'm like this. But look, even so we've been simulcasting over to YouTube, and in YouTube chat, you're getting 5s too, girl. Yes, that was incredible. Yes.
I love it. Thank y'all so much. It means a lot, and I really want to continue to do this and, give you some hot takes on some things. And if y'all have questions about other shows or anything, or even questions about mental health, I am definitely here to answer any questions on kind of things to look for. For example, I'll just say this quickly about what are some signs of depression. So there's 9 symptoms of depression, right?
Okay.
And so, 9 symptoms. And so in order to be diagnosed with depression, you have to have 5 of those 9 symptoms.
Oh,
right?
wow.
So your sleep has to be negatively impacted. Also, your sex drive is impacted. There's lots of sadness. There's appetite changes. There's lots of irritability. Some people have, thoughts of harming themselves, things like that. So I always tell people to pay attention to those things within themselves and their loved ones. It manifests differently sometimes. Yeah. Look, yep, Miss Gigi. Yes,
Love you too, JB.
Symptoms.
Wow.
Yep, you gotta have 5 out of those 9 symptoms. Yep. And you have to have them for only 2 weeks.
No way.
Yes, only for 2 weeks. Yes. So a lot of people are navigating, depression, even seasonal depressive disorder. If people find that they're experiencing depressive symptoms, I always tell people to go on Amazon and get a happy light as well. And what that does is kind of gives you a simulation of sunlight. You have it next to you for a couple of hours, and it helps. But yes, Keita, that is a lot.
You said a happy light?
5. Yep, it's called a happy light.
Okay.
Yep.
Happy light therapy is light therapy on Amazon.
Yes.
And it gives off brightness levels, timer functions. They run anywhere from $16 to $40.
Inexpensive.
Wow. So it's light therapy, 10,000 LUX therapy with remote upgrades, 3 colors, temperatures, and 5 brightness levels.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
And so, yes, and see, just something like that, not knowing that there's 9 symptoms of depression. And, we think depression is just sadness. No, it's more than that, So I would love to, continue to give, drop little gems about, different issues. So maybe next time I can talk about symptoms of anxiety and what that looks like.
Oh, yeah.
And what is bipolar disorder exactly, right?
Right.
and to talk about what those are and how, there's a continuum of, there's mood disorders, there's anxiety disorders, there's personality disorders. So, I would love to educate, on these things so that we're informed, so we can look for these things in our family and also our loved ones.
Right. And so we can heal up. Like, if you don't know there's 9 freaking precursors to a deep, vast hole, then then you'll drop in for sure. That's crazy. 9.
I'm so glad that you are here.
Look, so
helping.
I know that as a Capricorn, I'm prone to depression, allegedly. Capricorns are prone to depression, is what I've heard my whole life. And so there's a lot of self-soothing involved. There's a lot of stuff. So because I know that I'm prone to depression, since I was about 22, have done this thing where I choose to be happy. And so like I kind of like push through and I self-talk but I didn't never know about these 9 levels. Right. So, but I engage.
Absolutely.
I engage. I call it, do you think smile therapy? I call this thing smile therapy, where like I get up cranky and I don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood for anything. So I force myself to just like smile and I feel like it releases something. And then it like, it gets me away from the other.
Dopamine and endorphins.
Okay. Okay. So I'm on to something. Okay. Because the doctor didn't tell me to do that.
You are. Yep, absolutely. And, Chrissy, I'm so glad, that you're getting like good care, because that's what's important. And I'm so glad to see that so many, of us are taking care of our mental health. I think it's beautiful. So I do not mind, providing this information to, us that we have, like you said, nobody really knew that there's like all of those symptoms for depression. And you got to have 5 of those in only 2 weeks. Right. So if you're filling out for 2 weeks, and you look at those symptoms that I just described, that, you might want to talk to somebody about getting some support.
Amazing. That is so beautiful.
Yeah. So
see how we are helping each other?
Me, like the platform to talk. It means a lot. You said you went to intensive. Yep, and they took good care of you. Good. Yes, smile therapy, light therapy. Working with a clinician, doing regulating your nervous system, all of these things. So, I'm so glad that you needed to hear this. And if you have any questions, you let me know.
Yeah, everybody make sure you're following Auntie Barbie so you guys can reach out to her if you want to. And so you can know when she goes live and post
stuff. Maybe, later on today or tomorrow. I'm Eastern Standard Time. I think I'm done for the day at 6 p.m. So, yeah, Miss Gigi, I have a doctorate degree in clinical psychology. Yeah. So, that's my background.
Wow. Look, they connected with you and turned on your notification.
Yeah. And so I love what I do, and I am so grateful to be here and for you.
Hey, Earth Angel.
So I gotta go ahead on and get my coffee ready for this person, because child, I don't know what I'm about to hear.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you coming up and sharing your gifts.
I so appreciate you all. You all are so amazing, and I will be back later on.
Okay. Have a great day. Thanks, Barbie.
Have a good one. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Wasn't that fantastic, you guys? Look. See, you ask the universe, but a closed mouth don't get fed. None of that would have happened had Auntie Barbie not been vulnerable enough to speak into existence what she wanted. She said, I want this. We said, what do you need? She said, this is what I want to do. And we made it happen right now, because that's what 2026 is about. We make it happen right now. Okay? Don't wait a month with depressive things. You got 2 weeks. Okay? Make it happen right now. Let's turn these, okay? And we're all here to support each other, to help each other, and to grow with each other. And look, that was a healing that just happened even further within the Van Carthen Nation. Now, I'm going to get back on track, you guys, because we've been live for a minute.
Shrink me, please. Shrink me. Why am I in this? Shrink me.
Oh, okay, I'm trying. Let's see. Let's look at the grid. The grid. Get the grid, fixed panel. There we go. There we go. I love the Polaroid looking shots. Thanks, Gigi. Okay, so we're gonna finish this interview. One of the last interviews that I really liked that she did on the red carpet for the Golden Globes was with New York Times, I think it was, the New York Post, the New York Post. So we're gonna listen, and this is the interview where she talks about her and Nick's relationship, you guys, and why is it successful. So let me get this the way that it needs to be. I think I can stop charging the devices for a minute. There, now we will be able to see, because then I have to go like this, get everything queued up again. Oops, that's too low. What you know about rolling? Okay, so let's say, oh, of course. Just a second, you guys. I'm like, is Mercury retrograde already in 2026? My shit's been spinning. My timeline's messed up. My electronics don't want to press when I said press. Lord have mercy. God is great. No background. No background. Let's take this off too. Let's say none. Zilch. Bam. Okay. So this is going to be the rest of this interview that she did. Tell me if you can hear it.
A star. Who is someone that you found out was a fan of the show that you had a total pinch me moment over?
Honestly, I would have to say Meg when we met her on the show.
Have a fantastic Tuesday, Earth Angel.
So I would literally have to say Meg because that was the first person I saw outside the show that actually was a fan.
That's amazing, and I love the way that you have just become this it girl. You and Nick have really taken the world by storm. What is the key to a successful relationship outside of the villa? Because in there, you're in this bubble. Now the whole world knows who you are. How do the two of you manage that?
No, for sure. I really feel like me and Nick decided to prioritize our own solo careers first. We've been into like the whole nicolandria relationship thing at first with the Knicks and Algonac Fears and Kalani Kinis. But even within that, although we support each other there, we also support each other as far as the solo careers as well. So I really feel like that's why we're so successful. We continue to prioritize our solo careers as far as our as well as our relationship. Yeah.
That's so important to have something outside of the relationship that makes you.
Thanks,
Gigi.
Gigi.
He can root you on, you can root him on.
We are our own identities outside of Nicolandria, so I think we're doing an amazing job at that.
Yes, outside of Nicolandria, Olandria, what is on the bucket list for 2026? What are some goals?
So many things.
Let's hear some. Let's hear the top three. Like, what are we really rooting for on the manifest?
My top three.
Okay. Let's just
look. She was not telling.
Maybe the people can expect.
A lot more corporate appearances for sure. Yeah. And that's all I can say for now.
Any love of acting, maybe singing? Is there anything in the arts you would love to dive?
I would love to deep dive into some acting for sure. Yeah.
Okay, everyone who's anyone is here tonight. Who is that one person you would love to get the selfie with?
I would have to say my girl Ava.
Oh my god. Okay, so I know what I want to see you on now. I want to see a little cameo on Abbott Elementary. I know.
Let's speak it, Queen. Let's speak it. For sure.
Yeah. What show, movie really resonated with you this year?
Show or movie? Honestly, before I left, the only movie I got to watch before I left was Sinners. And after that,
was a good one.
That was an amazing movie. I watched it on a rooftop cinema. And once I got back out, I've been so busy, have not really had the time to just really digest it. So.
And I spoke to Iris and TJ. They said we're filming after the villa, beyond the villa. What can you tease? What can fans expect? You're not doing that.
Not about
if
that.
the cameras
That's
were
all
follow you and Nick doing your own thing, would you be open to that?
I would love that.
Why not? Why not? Nick Landria show, your own show. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much.
Hi, Glamour. It's your girl Landria, and you're getting ready with me for the Golden Globes.
Wasn't that awesome, you guys? I made that whole reel for us. I did leave out a couple of interviews, though. I'll make a second reel. This will be available in the YouTube streets here shortly. But definitely wanted to share that with us. The interview.
Andrea said, "Don't ask me anything about No Bay and the Villa. What's that shit? Don't
Yeah.
ask me anything." And then there was another question. So you know her PR lady was behind the interviewer.
Oh, that was Amanda?
No. Amanda is our manager. There's a tall lady. She was walking with her when she had the Moet bottle in her hand. I don't know if you've seen her on the red carpet when she was walking with her with the Moet bottle, and she said hi to somebody. That's her PR lady. She was with her.
She had on a blue dress.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she was behind the interviewer right there. And even one of the questions was when she was asking what else she has coming down the pipeline, Olandria was looking to her to find out if she could say anything.
And the answer is no. Don't tell nobody nothing, because they'll try to, these haters will contact those brands and all kind of stuff. That's one thing that Olandria is reteaching me, because you're really not supposed to be telling people what you're doing. You're supposed to be holding those clothes safe to the vest because of energy, right? So
Miss Curves,
yeah,
Olandria didn't teach me that. Like, I learned that myself, and I'm telling you, it's when I learned that and I stopped telling people around me the things that I want to do and the things that I have going on. It's when everything took off for me, and then everything just happened fast. Like, just keep it to yourself, just put in the work, and then after that, if you want to share it after it's already happened, then go ahead. But listen, that's the formula. Trust me, I personally experienced that.
See,
I agree. I will say, even if you're just talking or thinking about stuff, keep who you share that with to a minimum.
Right.
Because when I was in my 20s and I went back home after I graduated, and I think I was at home for maybe about 2 or 3 years, and me and one of my friends, we tutored at church. So we would sometimes talk, like, when we got finished. And we just happened to be sitting on the stairwell talking beside, like, the door when we were talking about moving and, like, if we wanted to go to a different state or something. And I said, I wouldn't mind moving to Georgia or Charlotte. And just kind of just innocently
that's a
talking.
yes.
And
That
my
is
cousin
a
came
yes,
around the corner
Tony.
talking about, are you moving? When are you moving? No, don't leave me.
Yeah,
And
see?
it's the ones that start bringing up all the bad things that could possibly happen if you're trying to do this and stuff. No, move, fuck out of here. Keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself. Yep.
Definitely. Yep. If you're wanting to move, even if you're younger or not even younger, I will say people will want you there for selfish reasons. Like, will guilt trip you.
Move in silence.
Do their best.
Yes, Olandria's in France for some reason. She's not telling us because she's doing what she does, which is moving in silence. We have no idea what she's doing in France. Parlez-vous Francais? We don't know.
Some people have theories.
Yeah, we're thinking the Bridgerton, but we're just going to have to stick with theories because she's not telling us. She knows we can't. We are all Nick. We can't hold water. We are all Nick. We will run and tell it, okay? I will make a video.
You have to threaten him for him to die.
Yeah, like what happens that he's like, oh, I can't do that anymore. He's too much. Move in silence is always key. And even on YouTube, they're saying, yep, sometimes it be your own people. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, you can't have too many people's energy on your stuff. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Move in silence and be patient. Yeah, we love this pose. Like, I love this. This is like unapologetically, I'm coming out of my shell. I'm here. I've arrived. Yes, stretching into the vitamin D. Oh, the melanin is popping, getting activated one time before she steps on the carpet. I love this picture. Just, oh my gosh, basking in the glory that is Olandria. I'm here for it. And did you guys, was it me, or did this green dress look several different color greens, depending on the flash? Like, it looks a vibrant green here, And then, yeah, I was like, something about the materials that Christian uses are very iridescent, where it could be that color or this color, because his berry dress did the same kind of iridescence, you know? Very nice, very nice. We loved it. We love it. He can when he 50 Shades of Green. Yes. Truly your own people. Yup, yup. Great photo. The Nick I saw invented moving in silence. Yeah, yeah. He can't hold water my ass, right? Like he knows when to he knows when to be quiet, but sometimes maybe it's just he's too excited to keep quiet. But anyways, you guys, I definitely came in here this morning. I appreciate all of you guys for showing up and showing out. We're having Auntie Barbie back. First shizzle, she'll be back on this panel, sharing her expertise. And we will be back later this week. As soon as I find out what she's doing in France, you guys will find out what she's doing in France. And if you find out first, let me know. Okay? And in the meantime, look, it's Tuesday. It's almost 9 o'clock here in California. But it's still very freaking cold. 37 motherfucking degrees. I don't think the degrees nowhere in California because it's 37 of them in the Central Valley. Okay? And that's not normal. I'm not sure why it's that. Okay. Anyway, you guys go out, make it the day you deserve. And it's a great fucking day to have deserving, okay? You can have it, you can do it, you can be it. You deserve it, you're worthy of it. Accept it, move in silence with your basket of eggs and possibilities. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, you guys. Peace in TikTok land. Charlie, you rock. Thanks for coming through and being my super mod. Everybody in the TikTok streets, see you very soon. And very soon we are going to see the Lord. Okay? So see you in there. Peace. And over here in the YouTube streets, you guys have been so phenomenal. Dismiss. You guys have been so phenomenal hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the little video that I put together for you guys and enjoyed the panel that we had over there in the TikTok streets. You know this live was for you guys in the YouTube. That's why I start with you and I end with you, because over here in TikTok, we be doing a lot all the time. All the time. Okay? Lives all day, every day. There's a live to jump into about Nicolandria Van Carthen all day, every day. You can find one. So I do bring this stuff exclusively to the people over here in the YouTube streets that don't fuck with TikTok. And I understand why. So I hope you enjoyed that. And because I enjoyed you guys being over here with us. I always do. You might can't wait. I might even can't like this live. What happened, Thony? What's going on, Thony? YouTube still fucking me over. I can't comment on videos, can't like, can't share for 24 hours. Well, I see your comment, Thony. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on. I've been noticing like a lot of the platforms are doing really weird shit. Like in YouTube, stuff spins a little too long for me. I'm like, are you trying to scam my DNA? Like, what the fuck is going on? And then on TikTok, my whole algorithm is weird for some reason. My entire algorithm on TikTok is jacked. Like stuff I've never stopped on before is on the TikTok algorithm and actually my Instagram algorithm. I'm like, why is this shit here? You know, so I'm not sure. I think they're trying to see what I'll do.
I'm grabbing a coffee.
Anyway.
I'm a little behind.
Oh, Charlie.
Brief walking club.
Okay, you guys. So with that being said, thanks again for coming through. Let me see. Any other comments real quick? Oh, it doesn't appear on your phone. Thanks for the flowers, Sadie. I don't know. Every comment like disappeared when I watch another video. No, we see all your comments. I'm not sure. I see all your comments so far. No worries, no problems. And I appreciate you for coming through. You guys make it the day you deserve. Make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring my bell. Ring my bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video. Okay? I have to go get decent for my day. Did you guys know that Hello Kitty is supposed to be a little girl? This isn't a kitty at all. That's what the people that own Hello Kitty said. This isn't a kitty. It's a girl that identifies as a cat, you guys. So she's trans species, basically. And yeah, this isn't a cat at all. And now I'm trying to decide, well, if it's a black outline, does that mean it's a black girl at that? Hey, they're the ones that said it was a girl. Anyway, have a nice day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. How do I get out of here? How do you turn this thing?